Eagles fans, what's going on? Talk to me. How we feeling? How we feeling today? Eagles fans, what's good? So, first things first, I appreciate you guys coming to the live stream, man. Truly. Fans, what's good? So, truly. What's good? We got 2 people in the live stream. What's going on? How we feeling? How we feeling, everybody? Talk to me. I haven't done a live stream in a while, so we gotta get back into the mode. We gotta get back into the mode, everybody. We gotta get back into the mode. The Eagles, man. So much been going on with this team. So much. So much. Drop a comment. Let me know who here. Let me know who here. Drop a comment. We got 1 person in here. Drop a comment. Talk to me. Trevor Cronin. What's going on, Kev? How you feeling, man? Thanks for coming in. Man, I'll be honest with you, Kev. I haven't done any research on quarterbacks in the late rounds. I'll be honest with you. I just haven't. I feel like that's probably the least of our problems. I do understand the quarterback position is in a controversy right now, but I feel like we got so many other positions to worry about. You know, we still got Jalen Hurts sitting there, so I'm really not worried about any quarterback we draft in the later rounds. I'm just not worried about those guys yet. Now, if the Eagles surprise us and try to trade up for one of these, star, college quarterbacks, then that'll blow my mind for sure. That'll blow my mind for sure, man. I wouldn't even be able to do. I wouldn't even put it past the Eagles to draft a quarterback in the first round. But if they do that, that will be a blatant admitting to failure, because this team, in a nutshell, has failed a bunch of these players. We got 3 people in the live stream. Make sure y'all like the video. I'm so grateful for you guys being here. Make sure y'all like the video. It helps everyone find it. Thank you guys so much. Drop a comment in the live chat, man. I'm so grateful for you guys locking in. I haven't done a live stream in quite some time, but I'm glad you guys are here, man. Glad you guys are here. Stephen Primetime, Joyce 21. What up? Get out my new channel, Stephen Primetime. Hey, man, let's show love. Let's show love to Stephen, man. Steven. I'm gonna call you Steph. Steph Primetime. Let's show love to Steph, man. Make sure I go check out Steph, man. I'm real big on showing love to everybody that's trying to, do this content thing. I'm real big on showing love. Real big on it. We got to show love. Tell me, so this is the State of the Franchise Eagles edition with Chalk It Up with your boy Tone DeShields II, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. I appreciate you guys coming into this live stream. We got 3 people here, man. Kev, Steph. Yo, Steph, thank you so much for your support, man. Truly. I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. I really try to, give this my all as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Daily life happens and so on and so forth, but I do my best trying to go hard for you guys and just put out this content, man. I appreciate you guys locking in with me. I really do. I'm grateful, my guy. Grateful. Hey, what's going on, family? Big Trush, what's going on, baby? How you feeling, man? Make sure y'all like the video when y'all come in, man. Make sure that's the first thing y'all do. Y'all like this video. We got 5 people in here. Let's go. Yo, let's go, Birds. This is my man, my guy. What's up, youngin? How you been, man? It's been a little while. It definitely been a while. Back at it again, like you said, big dog. Back at it again. Yeah, I know. I don't like that, man. We got to change that. Right now, I'm at 66. Right now, I'm at 666 subs. That got to change today. I'm not comfortable with that number at all. I'm a God-fearing man, and I ain't comfortable with that number, man. Faith in football, family in football. That's all I know. So we got to get them subscribers up. We got 6 people on the live stream, man. Oh, man. Thank y'all so much for locking in, man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, man. So tell me, man, how y'all been? It's been a while. Tell me what's on your mind, man. What's been going on in y'all lives? What's been going on? How have you guys been, dealing with this weather in Philly? If you're not from Philly, how have you guys just been dealing with weather in your cities? How have y'all been dealing with life in your cities? How has this Eagles offseason been treating y'all? We got 6 people on the live stream, man. Make sure y'all like the video. I'm grateful. 2 times. What's up, baby boy? How you feeling, man? Thanks for locking in with me, bro. I'm grateful. Thanks for locking in. I'm always grateful to you guys, man. Gratitude is the key to success. Being humble and gratitude. Fly Eagles TV, my guy. How you feeling, man? How y'all feeling today? Man, so much been going on with these Eagles. It's been out of hand. I want to make it real clear. This offseason has been exhausting. We all know that's not going to happen. LGB, we know that's not going to happen. Weather in New York with this day, bro. I'm tired of the snow, bro. I'm over the snow. We're supposed to be getting more snow, and I'm over it. Man, we are, yeah. But God, this is a make or break year for him. LGB, this is a make or break year for him. He can't screw it up. He can't. Steph, what's going on? Who do you want at 6? I am from Philly, but I live in Minnesota. Oh, okay, damn. So you dealing with crappy weather all the way around. But to answer your question, man. The sexy pick is Jamar Chase. I can't deny it. I feel like if we're going top 10, I feel like if we have a top 6, top 10 pick, we got to go for an impact player. We got to go skill position. You cannot drop the ball on that. So my thing is either go Jamar Chase or Micah Parsons or Kyle Pitts. Those are my 3. You got to go with either of those guys. Jamar Chase, Micah Parsons, or Kyle Pitts. I'll even throw in Patrick Surtain. I'll even throw him in there. We got 8 people on the live stream. Make sure y'all like the live stream. I would greatly appreciate that, man. In a little bit, I'm going to throw up the link so we can do some call-ins. I want to get y'all opinions. I definitely want to get y'all opinions on things. Kavan, what's going on, family? It's a pleasure to hear from you again. Thank you for staying loyal to the soil, my brother. Yeah, for sure. The roads is crazy. Philly been all over the place with the weather, man. Philly Joyle, my guy. How you feeling, my brother? How you feeling? I'm doing all right, man. I can't complain. Recently moved about a couple weeks ago. I'm in my new apartment. We still getting things together, man. Me and my wife. Things are amazing, man. I'm blessed. Yeah, it has. But I've been trying to keep up with the content. It has. I'm trying to keep my foot on there. I'm trying to keep my foot on the gas, man. Yeah, I saw, but I don't really care too much about that. I need to see what happens in this draft, bro. We're not going to do anything in free agency because we don't have the money. So I need to see what happens in this draft. Kevin Cronin, thoughts on the Phillies, Jeff Mathis minor league contract signing. I got to be honest with you, Kev. I haven't kept up with the Phillies too closely. I'll be honest with you, man. I got to be better at that. I do got the Phillies cap on. I rep my city to the fullest. But the Phillies, they made the playoffs in like, I think over 8 years, something like that. And, I kind of fell back from them. Bryce Harper brought the city new life. So that was, I think, last season or 2 seasons ago. So, I'm grateful for my city. I love going to Phillies games. The Phillies games are the best games to go to sometimes. Like it's just the overall vibe through and through. I love it. Okay. Yeah, LGB, man. Don't stop, man. Don't stop. Keep uploading, dog. I took a little time off myself, and you don't want to lose that traction. It hurts. You don't want to lose that traction. Okay, I understand Devontae Smith, the Heisman winner. I get it, but I think Jamar Chase is just the overall better talent. Marley Colbert, what's going on, family? Thank you so much for locking in. Grateful. Philly Joyle. This offseason is more frustrating than the games, bruh. Tell me about it. I'm exhausted from this offseason. Truly, I'm exhausted. I feel like a lot needs to happen, and a lot has happened. But we cannot make it. It's so hard to think past this Carson Wentz thing. It's so hard to think past it. 2 times. If Smith don't fall to 6, we got to hit Pitts. I know. If Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith don't fall, we got to get Kyle Pitts. We got to go. I think we got to go skill position. We got to go impact player. We cannot play around. I know there's a chance we might trade Andre Dillard. There's a chance Jason Kelce might retire. There's a chance Brandon Brooks. I don't know, but we need to go. I know there's a top O lineman in the draft. I think the Bengals are going to pick him, but we have to hit big on this pick. We cannot fumble this draft at all. We got 8 people on the live stream. Make sure y'all like the video. It helps everyone find it. Trust me. Make sure y'all check me out, man. Let everybody know what we're doing in here. Let everybody know what we're doing. It helps everyone find it. Big time. Big time. Whose situation is worse? Ours or man, that's interesting. You know what? I'm an Eagles fan. I'm gonna say Houston's situation is worse. I'm gonna say it's worse because they actually could have helped. They actually could have helped that man. It wasn't like their quarterback fell off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? They could have did a lot to help Deshaun Watson, and they just did nothing. They just did nothing. Man, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. The Sixers, man. What about Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons did his thing the other night. Texans organization is much worse than ours. See, at least there's some continuity when it comes to the front office. Even though Howie sucks and Jeffrey kind of just lets anything happen, but we still have some sort of stability. Seriously, the Texans have been scrambling. People been leaving. People been getting fired. People been resigning. It's just been all kinds of things, man. I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to show up to training camp. It's going to be a hell of an offseason. We got all these star quarterbacks, all these star players looking for new teams, looking for new situations, putting pressure on their organizations, and I love it. These players are starting to understand their power, and I'm all for player empowerment. I'm real big on player empowerment. Granted, I am for my logo. I am for the Eagles logo. But I'm all for player empowerment at the end of the day. I want these players to know their rights and exercise their rights to the fullest. That's just how I feel about that. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. Kelce has time to think about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he retires. I can't see him going through another rough season like this unless we're fighting for something big. And you guys, we got 8 people on the live stream. Let's get it to 10. Let's get it to 15. Let's get it to 20, man. We got to get these numbers up. Kevon Kill, Justin Fields has no business coming here, but people slacking on him. Hey, man, I saw this mock draft that, there's a chance that we might try to trade up for Justin Fields. I don't know, man. There's so many rumors, so many nuanced mock drafts and ideas that are going on. It's so hard to predict what's going to happen. So many teams are throwing smoke screens. We don't know what's going to happen, man, until draft night, and it's spooky. Yeah, Houston, I ain't gonna lie. Houston is – I feel like Houston is just inside of a clown car, and people are just waiting to get out of it. Fly Eagles TV said, I'd be mad if the Eagles draft quarterback in the first round, bro. I would be livid. I'd be livid. I can't act like I wouldn't be. I would be livid. Texans don't have a QB to choose from right now. Yeah, man. The Texans suck. I'm sorry. I don't know how they screwed up DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know how they screwed up Deshaun Watson. I don't know how they screwed up J.J. Watt. I don't know how they just fumbled the bag multiple times. If Wentz can't be moved, you think he hold out? Now, if I'm being completely honest, I think he would, for the simple fact because he can't face this team again. After the way this offseason has been going on, I don't see him facing this team again. I don't see him facing this team again. I just don't. I don't see him being able to face his teammates again, knowing how much this team is pulling for Hurts. Let's be honest, man. The players are team Hurts. That's a fact. The players are team Hurts. No matter if they want to say it or not, man. Bro, they might be. They damn near there. Philly Joy, I just don't see why you draft one unless you think he can be better than Hurts. Right, that's my thing. My thing is the only way you draft a quarterback with that pick is if you know for a fact that man is better than Jalen Hurts. He does everything better than Jalen Hurts. That has to be definitive. And there's no way of knowing that unless you bring him in the building. I'm not ready to take that risk. I'm just not. I feel like Jalen Hurts is decent enough to build around. You know, I feel like he's decent to build around. And all his deficiencies are fixable. You know, misreads here and there. You can fix that. His mobility, you know, up there with the best of them. Trust says, I'm fine with keeping Hurts instead of drafting Fields. His contract barely affects our cap at all. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why, you know, there are rumors about us, you know, going for a quarterback. My thing is, if we go for a quarterback, that's a fresh contract. And we still got Jalen Hurts on his rookie deal. Why mess that up? Let's milk Hurts for what it's worth. Move on from Wentz and call it a done deal and try to build. You know, being on Hurts' contract, being on Hurts' rookie deal would give us a chance to really, you know, build this team again. You know, granted, we're going to take a hit when we trade Carson Wentz, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Marley Krober, get Kyle Pitts or trade back and get Caleb Farley. He would be better than Surtain. See, I'm nervous about Caleb Farley because of his injury history. That's my thing. We just been dealing with injuries left and right, and I would hate to bring in another guy into this organization who has injury history. I'm nervous about that. He had a no contact, I believe, Achilles injury or ACL injury. I can't remember exactly which one, but he dealt with some injuries in college that makes me nervous, man. So that's why I want to go with Patrick Surtain if we go cornerback. The way I see it, if all the guys that we want are gone, trade back a little bit, get more. That's my thing. Be smart. Be smart, Philly. Trade back if the guys you want aren't there. That's all. It's real simple. Marley Colbert says, don't draft the QB. It could set us back. For real. For real. Especially a new contract. And, you know, it's just no need to take on a first-round quarterback contract when we already have a quarterback and Jalen Hurts. And like I said, we all know Wentz is going to be out the door. That's pretty much a fact. It's just a matter of when and where and who and how. We all know why. But, you know, this team is leaning. This team, these players want Hurts to be their guy. That's a fact. I think this team has Wentz fatigue. I don't think they think he's less of a player or less of a man or anything like that. I just think this team is dealing with Wentz fatigue. I think this city is dealing with Wentz fatigue. And we all know Wentz is a very talented guy internally, but his past season was very bad. And I do believe he should have an opportunity to turn it around. But the way this offseason has been managed, I doubt that would happen. 2 times, Hurts and Sanders going to do damage if you was right. I agree. I think Nick Sirianni is going to do work with those guys. As a matter of fact, you guys, you know, Nick Sirianni is going to, I think he's going to change this team for the better when it comes to play calling, you know, scheming, you know, using guys properly. I'm really looking forward to what Nick Sirianni does. I'm really looking forward to it. Philly Joy, Jalen Hurts has unteachable intangibles that not many right. You know what I'm saying? Like he has pocket presence, he has instincts, you know, but at times I do believe he misses reads. You know, if you guys need more clarity on that, check out the dude Max Brown, I believe his name is on YouTube. Max Brown. Let me make sure. Yep, Max Brown. The dude did a great breakdown of Jalen Hurts' pros and his cons, you know, things he does well and things he needs to improve on. And the things he needs to improve on are very fixable. Very. Just misreads here and there. Jalen Hurts throws a hell of a fade ball, throws a hell of a deep ball, so that's a good thing, man. He throws a hell of a back shoulder throw. And again, his mobility is unteachable, you know. And let's be honest, this city has always done well with quarterbacks similar to this team has always done well with teams with players similar to a Jalen Hurts skill set. Bobby OMG, what's going on, family? I feel like if we trade Wentz, I would like to draft Trey Lance. Bruh, we need to leave these North Dakota State guys alone. No offense, man. But we cannot go quarterback in the first round unless it's what's my man that's going number 1? Oh man. Play quarterback for Clemson. We need Jamar Chase, bro. Jamar Chase will be amazing to have. We got 10 people in the live stream. I agree. We got 10 people in the live stream. Make sure you guys like the live stream. It helps everyone find it. You know, the goal is to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. I need y'all help. I am nothing without you guys. I need y'all energy. I need y'all power, man. I need y'all to help a kid out. You know, the goal is to continue to grow this channel. I want to continue to feed you guys dope content, give you guys my raw emotion, my raw passion. You know what I'm saying? I love these Eagles. I love these Eagles to the death of me, man. I love my Sixers to the death of me. I'm Philly through and through. I love my Phillies. I love my Flyers, man. I'm Philly through and through. Steph says the last place schedule you helped this year. The last place schedule you helped this year. I'm a little confused what you mean, buddy. Help me. That's going over my head. Jalen Hurts is a beast. Bro, I like Hurts, man. You know, I like him. You know, it's unfortunate that he was drafted into this weird situation, but I like Hurts. I think he has a strong skill set to build off of. Truly. Philly Joyle, Hurts work ethic is off the charts. It is. He has something that you really don't teach, that you can't teach. He has an unteachable work ethic, and he has an unteachable commitment to his teammates. An unteachable Trevor Lawrence. That's his name. Trevor Lawrence. Thanks, Kevon. Thanks, Kevon. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. But yeah, man, he has a work ethic that you just can't teach, man. The players love him. He's working out with guys in the offseason. He's gunning for this job. Hurts wants all the smoke. Trush says, I think Hurts will exceed a lot of expectations. Seeing people say he's only good for the run game, but had more 300 plus passing yard games than Wentz won with 8 less starts. That's true. He did his thing. That's very true, man. I feel like Jalen Hurts is not getting enough respect as a quarterback. I feel like people are kind of dogging him a little bit because he kind of came in the way he came in. Granted, he does have a couple quality wins. He did beat the number 1 defense in the NFL at the time in the Saints. So we got to give him respect on that. And it wasn't a BS win. He actually grinded for that. We got 7 people in the live stream, you guys. If y'all just hopping in, make sure y'all lock in. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all let the homies know for sure. Yeah, man. What's up, Dave? How you feeling, man? Thanks for locking in with me, dog. Yep, Bobby, we're talking about Trev. You're absolutely right, dog. But yeah, like only way you get a quarterback in the first round is if you got a chance to get Trevor Lawrence. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, man. Eagles Net, what's going on, family? It's a pleasure to see you again. Oh yeah, the call-in is definitely coming, my guy. Don't you worry, the call-in is coming. I just wanted to, heat up the room, check the temperature of everybody. You know what I'm saying? See how everybody feeling today. This off season has been real spooky. There are so many players that are definitely on the out. Alshon Jeffrey and Malik Jackson got restructured, so 9 times out of 10 they're out the door. I believe Deshaun Jackson is going to be out the door. I wouldn't be surprised if Derek Barnett is out the door. Carson Wentz obviously 9 times out of 10 will be traded. It's just a matter of when, where, and how, and what for. So yeah, this will be a call on you guys. So prepare, you guys. Get y'all thoughts together. Get y'all questions ready. We're gonna get this thing hot, man. We're gonna get this call-in show popping in a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna post the link right now. Just to get the room, set up. So I'm gonna pin it to the top. We got to get you guys in here. All right, pin to the top, man. All right, you guys. So the call-in link is up. You guys. Bobby OMG, Jalen Hurts is like Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson clearly is faster, for sure. Way better on his legs, without a doubt. Lamar Jackson is getting better as a thrower of the football. And I think I think that's dope, man. I think that's real dope that Lamar is getting better, but he has to improve. He has to improve as a thrower, man. He's keep getting exposed in the playoffs, and he needs to sharpen his sword, man. He needs to. Philly Joyle. Most people hating on Hurts only watch him when he was playing at Bama. When he played for the Oklahoma Sooners, he made strides. Yeah, man. Big time. He was the runner-up for the Heisman. David Pearson, I saw that Hurts had better stats than Wilson and Lamar Jackson their first 4 rookie games. Bro, like, people not giving Hurts the respect he deserved, man. And it's okay. He listening, and he going to grind it out. I'm telling you. He has improved as a passer year after year. Facts. I think he'll improve this year. I think he'll improve this year for sure. Kevon Keelan. Right, people don't know nothing about Hurts except when he was benched for Tua. Right, man. It seems like all they know him for is being benched for Tua. But what they fail to realize is when Tua got hurt, he came in and had that comeback win against Georgia. Like, get a man his flowers. Get a man his flowers. You dig? Got to put some more respect on his name. Bobby OMG says, I want Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith. I agree with you, my brother. I'm about to get you in on the call-in, man. So for this call-in, I want to try to, be a little bit more constructed, okay? I want to let you guys talk for about, I'm gonna let everybody talk for about, 2 to 3 minutes. I definitely want to get everyone's opinion on this offseason. I want to get everyone's opinion on the draft. I want to find out who you guys think we should target. I want to find out who you guys think Carson Wentz is going to end up with in the end. Do you guys think he's going to end up with the Colts? Do you think he's going to end up with the Bears? I would prefer the Colts because that's the AFC and we won't have to ever see him unless it's the playoffs or unless the schedule just happens to fall that way. But, there's so many things going on with this team and we got a lot of fixing to do. We got so many holes that we need to fill that I feel like if we're going to change our franchise instantly, we need to go impact player in that with that number 6 pick. We have to. We got to go. We got to go impact player. Lamar literally led the damn league in TD passes a couple years ago. The questions about his arm is stupid to me. Yeah, he has arm strength. But I mean, I think we all see it towards the end of the season. That Ravens offense got a little stagnant. If it wasn't flowing through his legs, then things got a little stagnant. I have a lot of faith in Lamar Jackson, but again, the playoffs, he hit the bottom. He has to become better as a thrower of football. He has to. I understand what the regular season is saying. I feel you, the Black Line. I feel you, but in the playoffs, he has to show improve as a thrower of the football because this is the second time where he just couldn't get it done necessarily. And it's not just him, the team folded as a whole. But, I just feel like he has to take another step forward as a thrower of football. I'm not saying he isn't already a good thrower of football, but he has to get better. I think we all can agree on that. Philly George says he will be a beast in the NFL. If you're talking about Hurts, I think so as well, man. His mentality is bar none. The way he carries himself in interviews, the way he carries himself is just bar none. We got to give him his flowers. We got to. Princess Gamer, what's good? How you feeling, baby girl? How you feeling? Lamar, yeah, maybe. Hollywood Brown, I mean, they need more help. They do need more help. That's the bottom line. They do need more help. I agree with you. I agree. But it's just that the way the Ravens built that team, they built that team for his play style. And I don't think they really thought deep. I don't think they thought long and hard enough about the fact that, okay, if we're going to get to the playoffs, we need to surround him with some more, some more hands, some more weapons. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they thought too hard about that. Willie Snead is getting older. Hollywood Brown, he's 5'9", 5'10". He's not the strongest guy. He can't really he can't outmuscle guys really. So they need to get him some more help for sure. Oh, you talking about Kyle Pitts? Oh yeah, Kyle Pitts. Oh my God, bro! If we can get Kyle Pitts, man, I'll be happy with that. I'll be cool with that. Princess Gamer says, I'm doing good. I'm very curious to see what we're doing in the offseason and what guys are on the draft board and what they plan on doing for agency. Well, about free agency, we're not doing anything free agency. That's a fact. We ain't got the money. But when it comes to the draft, I would love for us to go after maybe Kyle Pitts, maybe Jamar Chase if he's there, maybe Michael Parsons if he's there. If those skill guys aren't there, trade back a little bit, get your cornerback, maybe Caleb Farley, maybe Patrick Surtain. I'm leaning more towards Patrick Surtain because Caleb Farley has an injury history and that makes me nervous. Or, was my man Zaven Collins out of Tulsa. The dude is a beast. But we're going to get my man Bobby OMG into the live stream. My guy.
What's up?
How you feeling, my man? Talk to me, man. What's on your mind? Little bro? How you feeling about this offseason?
I'm feeling good.
Like I said, man, what we're gonna do? We're gonna get people on here for about 3 to 5 minutes, so everybody can spill their hearts out, man. I'm gonna set a timer a little bit. So go ahead, my brother, do your thing, man. How you feeling about this offseason?
the person that I want to draft is Jamar Chase because I looked at his highlights and he's pretty good. And then one time I was on YouTube and I saw Devontae Smith and everybody was saying he was going to the Dolphins, and I was kind of shocked about that because I really want him. He's really good. I saw the one hand catch against LSU. That was
Right.
very good. And
Yeah.
then I feel like we need our defense has to be good next year, really good, and like we need to go for like a CB or like someone good. But my main people is Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. Those are my two main people.
I feel you. I feel you on that, bro. Because Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith, they were dynamite in college. They were unstoppable, unguardable, really. And me personally, I'm leaning more towards Jamar Chase. I do understand Devontae Smith had an amazing year. He snagged the Heisman. He broke records. He's amazing. He's amazing. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but I think I'm leaning more towards the Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts aspect because Jamar Chase and Kyle Pitts, in my opinion, they offer so many mismatch opportunities. Jamar Chase, he's such a big body for the wide receiver position, and Kyle Pitts, in my opinion, you can move him between the tight end spot or line him up wide out. He's just a matchup nightmare, in my opinion. And I think I think Kyle Pitts would be amazing. Jamar Chase would be amazing. If those guys aren't there, I wouldn't mind Micah Parsons. How do you feel about Micah Parsons? Or how do you feel about us maybe going defense in the first round? What do you think about that?
I feel good. I feel good. We need a good defense, a really good defense. Because pretty much like
Philly.
season, we barely had any interceptions.
Yeah.
And we couldn't even get to the quarterback.
We struggled. You're right. You're right.
We barely had like any interceptions. And I want to fire Carson Wentz. We have to get rid of him. We have to.
I feel you. I'm not mad at you because no, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Because during the Cardinals game, if we put a Carson Wentz, it'll probably take him like a minute to get out of bounds, like to get someone out of bounds. It takes Jalen Hurts like a second to get him out of bounds. That throw to Goddard was amazing. We would have won that game.
Yeah, man. I feel you. Like this. We do got some things to build on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we got a lot of things to fix. Real quick, I want to shout out my man Philly the podcast. That man is doing amazing, legendary things. Philly had Derek Gunn on the podcast earlier, so make sure I go check out that Derek Gunn interview. Him and Brandon did their thing. The Philly podcast, they are on fire, and I love it, man. Shout out to those guys. Those guys are loyal to the soil, man. They show me love, and I'm grateful for those guys. We got 11 people on the live stream. If y'all just hopping in, make sure y'all like the video as well. That really will help everyone find this live stream. The goal is to get this channel to 1,000 subs and beyond, and I'm grateful for you guys. And I'm also grateful for my man Bobby OMG. Now, when it comes to the Carson Wentz trade, because you brought him up, what do you think? Well, first things first, who do you think is going to give in to the Eagles first? Do you think it's going to be the Colts? Do you think it's going to be the Bears? What team do you think is going to fold first? You think so? How come?
The Colts. Because Nick Sirianni came here, and I feel like someone's going to take him because he's not that good, and he's like a long way ahead of him, and you might go to the Colts.
I see. The Colts, I do want the Colts thing to happen for a simple fact that that'll get him out of our conference, meaning we won't have to see him in the playoffs no matter what happens in his career. If he does amazing, we'll have to just live with the results. But nonetheless, it'll be great to just have him out of our conference, so we won't have to ever worry about him unless we just happen to get him on our schedule. But Bobby OMG, my guy, like I appreciate you for coming into the live stream, my man. You show me love all the time. You always come into the live stream. You always like check out the videos. You comment, my guy.
Thing right there.
For sure, man. For sure. As a matter of fact,
I even got the pillow.
As a matter of fact, what I want to show y'all real quick. I got this thing made right. I got this made right here, baby. You know what I'm saying? We holding it down. This Eagles County, dog. Tone the shills. Y'all feel me? This how we living.
I even got the pillow.
This how we living. Eagles Nation. This how we living. So, Bobby, I'm about to get the next person in on the live stream. My God, thank you so much for locking in. Your opinion was appreciated. You know exactly. Well, go ahead, bro.
Do you know Philly Talk Podcast?
Oh yeah, for Philly Mike. That's my guy. Guy.
He's starting to interview college players. I was in one of his lives today.
Yeah, I saw, man. That's what I'm saying. Philly the podcast, Philly Talk. They getting these interviews knocked out, man. Don't you guys worry. My interviews are coming soon. Don't you guys worry. Don't you
He
guys
just
worry about Bobby?
interviews. He just interviewed some guy from Mississippi, a wide receiver. I forgot his name.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I definitely did see that. I did
Yeah, it
see
was
that.
today.
I forget his name, but thanks Bobby for checking in with my guy. I'm
You're
about to get the
welcome.
next person in. You take care, my guy. I appreciate you, man. Be safe.
You too. Fire goes fly.
Yes, sir. All right, next I'm bringing in my man Eagles Nat. Eagles Nat, what's going on, my guy? What's going on?
Before I say anything, can I
Uh-oh.
get a yes, sir?
Yes, sir. What's going on, baby boy? How you feeling, man? Long time no hear. How you been, man?
I'm doing good. But
That's
one of
good,
the
man.
reasons,
That's good.
you know what I would want to do in the draft?
I'm listening.
I would do 3 picks for offensive line if I could, and so I could replace some of the old guys if Jason Kelsey retires, Lane Johnson too, and then Brandon Brooks. But I don't think he'll get replaced for a long time because he's very good. What I was
Yeah.
doing though,
Yeah,
I was
Brandon Brooks, in my opinion, like Brandon Brooks, I know he's coming off that injury, but Brandon Brooks' talent is undeniable, man. And it's not really an age thing, in my opinion, for him. I don't think. I think Jason Kelsey is going to end up retiring. I wouldn't be surprised. Lane Johnson, he's on the downside because of injury and just age. Obviously, I hope we don't bring Jason Peters back. We need to nurture this young offensive line. But what do you like as far as the draft? What do you think the Eagles need to do? Should we go Jamar Chase? Should we go Kyle Pitts? Should we go Michael Parsons? Should we go Patrick Surtain? Caleb Farley? What do you think the Eagles need to do in this draft to make it a success?
what we need to do in this draft, we need to use 4 draft picks on the defense. You know why? Because I would use 3 of those draft picks for the corners, get some young guys, and then I'll use one of those draft picks for like one of those safeties. And
I feel
then I'll because my offensive line is kind of getting old. I'll get like two players, a center and a right guard, to show them that their time is running out. And then after that, let's see, because I think we're having training camp, and you see our wide receivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our wide receiving core has potential. You see, we don't use our guys right.
I agree.
No, you see, if we use JJ or Thigo Whiteside right, I bet he would have been better than what he is. You see, he's good at blocking.
Blocking. He's a wide receiver.
Highlights,
Real quick. Eagles Net, real
if
quick.
you watch his college
highlights, I don't care about his blocking, bro. I'm sorry, no offense. I could care less about his blocking. I need him to catch a damn ball.
Watch his college highlights. You
did.
notice that they use him in the red zone a lot. We're supposed to use him as a red zone threat. We're not supposed to just not let him play. If you draft someone over DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson, you gotta play them more.
Exactly. But granted, when it comes to the Justin Jefferson situation and Jalen Reagor got hurt a couple times, so that's probably why he didn't get the snaps. But Jalen Reagor, he kind of got a rough start towards his season. And when it comes to JJ Arcega-Whiteside, I'll be honest with you, bro. No offense, man, I'm over him. I understand he wasn't used properly, but it's no like there's no way you. No, I'm over JJ. I'm just over him, bro. We need to draft somebody else, move on from him. I'm over it. I'm completely over JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I have no ill will towards the brother. I want him to succeed, but I'm completely over him. I do understand Doug Peterson, didn't use guys very well. I get that too. And that's a lot of the reason why this wide receiver core was underutilized. But
you should see your offense. You should see your offense. Offense is pretty good if we actually use them right and develop them. You see, Quez Watkins can be a deep threat.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the route running was horrible. You see something, the routes were very bad. You see, when John Hightower would run on those goal routes and Carson Wentz was looking for him to be open, he would still be running the route. And you know something? You see our wide receiver core, Reagor can be a beast on the outside or even on the inside. And you see, we need Brad Ward and we need Brad Ward back for that slot because he's a great slot receiver.
I feel you, but I believe we have Greg Ward has shown to be very reliable. But I think the team is going to ultimately move on from Greg Ward. Not because he's not good, but because we need to get more talent. We need to get more talented. And I believe when it comes to upside, I believe Jalen Reagor's upside is beyond Greg Ward's. I believe Quez Watkins' upside is beyond Greg Ward's. I believe Travis Fulgham's upside is beyond Greg Ward's.
We have Travis Fulgham for one more year. But you see, like John Hightower, you should have saw his Boise State highlights. If you watch all our receivers' highlights, you'll see their highlights were pretty good. You just have to develop and use them. You see, Quez Watkins barely ever saw the field. John Hightower barely ever saw the field. Travis Fulgham only saw the field for a few weeks.
Do you know why? Because
they favorite the older players, and the players they pay more money to. You see, like John Hightower, if we developed him right, he could have been a beast. And you see, like Jalen Reagor, you see, he's very good. If you just develop him right, he can be a beast. You see, Quez Watkins, he's very fast. So you can use him for those deep routes. So you can put Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins on the routes on the outside, or John Hightower, and I bet you they would get open. And see, when our receivers get open, Carson Wentz misses them. But you see, Jalen Hurts, it's like he already has taken over the team because he's taking the wide receivers out to do some practice. That's lead. He's showing he can be a leader. And
now, in all fairness, and real quick, in all fairness, you know, that's in all fairness, Carson Wentz did the exact same thing last season. So that's not necessarily something that's, you know, extravagant. You know, granted, I'm happy he did that. You know, that shows that he's really committed to the job, committed to the team, and the circumstances just dictate that Wentz is going to be out the door. But, you know, we can't act like Wentz hasn't made attempts to make, you know, show camaraderie with these wide receivers. He definitely has made attempts to take these guys down in Texas, you know, and you know, work out with these guys. That has definitely happened. But Eagles Net, I want to get the next guy in this live stream. Thank you so much, my brother, for coming in. I appreciate you, my guy.
One more thing. I'm gonna get in Brian Dawkins' jersey for my birthday. One more quick thing. You see, Jalen Hurts, he needs to improve on his arm. If he does that, he can be a good quarterback. He can be a quarterback that can
arm as far as accuracy, or as far as power, like throw power.
Like accuracy and power. It's kind of like, well, you see, Carson Wentz, the Eagles took everything from him. You see, the Eagles cannot do that to Jalen Hurts. They should not take everything from him and make him a pocket passer. They made Carson Wentz eat, and now look, he can't even move a bit. And he doesn't even have a lot of rushing touchdowns like he used to. He only had like 2 or 3 rushing touchdowns this season. And that Bengals one got us in the game. It's just because we just did not know how to drive down the field and score.
I agree, man. But I'm about to get the next person in here. Eagles Net, thank you so much, my brother. You take care. I appreciate you. One love, my guy. Keep it locked always, my guy. Lenny D, my man, Lenny D. What's going on, family? How you feeling, my guy?
Good, and you, bro? You good?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. Not one bit. I'm blessed, man. Highly favored. Glad to be back on the live stream with you guys. Glad to be putting out that dope energy, my man. So, you know, I need to hear your thoughts on just this off season in general, my man. Like, you know, tell me your opinions about, you know, what do you think we need to do with that number 6 pick? You know, where do you think Jalen? Where do you think Carson Wentz is going to end up? Either the Colts or the Bears, or maybe somewhere else. We don't really know. You know, there's been so many things going on, but you know, just tell me what's been on your mind lately, my guy.
You know, I just posted a live stream not too long ago. I'm just like you, just getting back in the swing of things. Just got a new job and stuff like that. The 6th pick has been on my mind for the longest.
Congratulations, my guy.
Oh, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. But the 6th pick been on my mind for the longest. You know, you got people that want Devontae Smith. You got people that want Jamar Chase. You got people who want defensive player. You got people who want Kyle Pitts. You know, any of those guys is fine with me. You know, I was against Kyle Pitts for the 6th pick But the more I'm watching him, the more intriguing I'm starting to get. You know,
he vicious, bro.
the more I watch him, the more I watch him, he's just starting. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't be mad to get him at 6. You know, I would be all right. I wouldn't be upset with getting him at 6. It's just, we could talk about, who we want. We could talk about who we want all day, every day. But you got Howie Roseman picking in the draft. And you know how they go. You know what I'm saying? And to us, we can ace all the draft picks, but for some reason he just tried to pick on guys that he like to experiment with. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, case in instance, the quarterback factory. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback factory mix. We don't know who we're going to get in the 6th pick. If we trade Carson, we're liable to get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So,
see, I don't. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It would be so annoying if we drafted a quarterback in that first round. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I would honestly, I'd probably lose my damn mind, because, like, now you just welcomed a whole new set of problems. And on top of that, what you also created, you also just add a whole new contract. Like, a first round quarterback contract is not light. Like, it's not light. There's no reason to even put that contract on your books when you have a guy like Jalen Hurts, who's young, he's up and coming, he has fire in his belly, he's willing to put in the work, he knows how to handle himself in the press conferences, he knows the offense, so to speak. He's battle tested. He's been through the ringer, and I just feel like it would be totally counterproductive, completely counterproductive, to draft a quarterback in the first round with the number 6 pick, knowing damn well this team has so many more problems, so many more. Like, for me personally, if with that number 6 pick, I'll be honest with you guys. I know the sexy picks are Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, right? Kyle Pitts, but I will not be against getting Micah Parsons. I will not be against that at all. I would not be. And being honest, if Jamar Chase is not there, if Devontae Smith isn't there, if Kyle Pitts is not there, if Micah Parsons is not there, I would say trade back a little bit and see if you can get another first round pick out of someone, and then maybe you get that linebacker out of Tulsa, Zaven Collins, who's a problem. Zaven Collins is a problem, or you get Patrick Surtain. I know some people like Caleb Farley, but I'm a little iffy about Caleb because he had a no contact. I think it was an Achilles or ACL tear, one or the other. And he's a cornerback. He relies heavily on his hips, stopping and, motioning. I get nervous about cornerbacks and Achilles things, man. And ACL, I get real nervous about that. So I know Patrick Surtain is more healthy than he is. And I think Patrick Surtain has the NFL genes. And also Caleb Farley, he played other positions, so he's not a natural corner. Granted, he learned the position very well. I'm not going to take that from him. He learned the position. He's great at it. But Patrick Surtain is a natural corner. He's been doing it for the longest. And again, he got that. Yep, and he got that Alabama in him. And his dad was in the league as well, a well-known corner who was well respected. So, like, I just feel like if we, I feel like the bottom line, though, whatever pick we get, it has to be a high impact skill position. It has to be. It has to be. We cannot BS. We cannot. It has to be a pick that will shake the room. It has to. Yeah. We cannot fumble the bag in the first round.
I will say this: don't be surprised if Waddle start picking up some steam for number 6. It's just a theory, you know what I'm saying?
I'll admit I haven't talked much about Waddle. I'll admit,
because people forget, like, Devontae Smith well deserved to be the Heisman winner because he played his butt off, this season. But people forget Waddle was that dude before he got hurt. And Smith, Smith was good in his own right, but Waddle was the guy that was supposed to take over the keys from Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, you're right. And injuries like this. I'm so scarred by injuries, and I'm not even the one getting hurt. I'm so scarred by this organization and injuries. I'm telling you, if we go through another season with injuries like we did these past couple seasons, bro, someone needs to lose their job. It makes no sense how your players are consistently getting hurt the way they're getting hurt. It makes no sense. But Lenny, Is there any final words you want to get in, my brother? I want to make sure I get everybody in on the live stream, my guy.
Yeah, you also asked me about the Carson Wentz trade.
Right, the Carson Wentz. Like, what do you think is going to happen with that?
If we gonna trade him, just do it already. Like, just if you're gonna do it, like, I don't want him to go anywhere. But if you're gonna trade him, just have the media be quiet and just do it already. Because we got people coming out saying that Chicago is offering the best compensation for Carson Wentz, but he wants to go to the Colts. At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for the Eagles. So if the Bears is offering the best compensation for Carson Wentz, then that's who you trade him to. And another thing about it is the fact that I just don't want some of us, our fan base, because I know you're not going to do it. I know I'm not going to do it. But I just don't want our fan base to just be like, if Carson Wentz start balling out somewhere else, we'd be like, man, we had him first and all this type of stuff.
I swear everything I love. If I hear it, like, well, we're going to hear it. We're going, yeah. If no matter if he goes anywhere and he does remotely well, goes to the playoffs, does well, even if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, if he just does well,
yeah,
we're going to, like, this city's going to look dumb, and it's okay. The bottom line is we asked for this. And granted, we didn't create them. We didn't create the shit show, but nonetheless, we asked for this man to leave. If we're being completely frank, we really didn't show Wentz the most love, if we're being honest. And it is what it is. We got to grin and bear it. We move on. Jalen Hurts is the guy, and it is what it is. Like, we got to live with it. Live to fight another day. This organization is much more important than one guy.
Yeah, and that's why I say, like, it just seemed like, I just want to say Howie, because he was in charge of who played and who didn't. It just seemed like everybody that was, giving effort for Carson when he was at quarterback position, it took him away. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a number one, but then along come Travis Fulgham and Lord Brunson said it. Like, Carson Wentz is a guy, if he trusts you to catch the ball, he gonna throw it to you a whole bunch of times. That's how Zach Ertz, came about. Like, we know Zach Ertz was good, but that's how Zach Ertz started becoming like a top, 5, top 3 tight end in the game, because Carson Wentz was throwing to him, and he was either getting open or he was catching it. Yeah, and that's one thing about Fulgham. Like, Fulgham was acting like he was T.O. reincarnated. He was making all pros. He was making all pros look ordinary. You know what I'm saying? And
my favorite play by him is the touchdown where he went over Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey, bro. That touchdown is, bro, like, that is like godsend. The way he went up and got it, that's confidence right there. And then this team just stripped it from him. When Alshon Jeffrey came back, Deshaun Jackson, we can't listen. That's what I'm telling you. I'm glad we got this new coach, Nick Sirianni. He's going to use guys, and he's not going to let guys. He's not going to let guys rest. He's not going to let guys get comfortable. He's going to use guys, man, for sure. For sure. And words, my guy.
And I'm gonna just say this, and that's crazy you said that, because in my live stream today, I said that to somebody who said that in the comments. Like, Carson Wentz, that's how he had confidence that Fulgham could be the number one, is because on that play that you said, Carson Wentz just threw it up. Threw it up.
I agree.
And he said, go make this play. And Fulgham said, you trust me to make this play, I'm gonna make it for you. And he went up and got the ball. We ain't seen Alshon do that. As soon as he came back, Alshon didn't do any of that for Wentz. So if Wentz do come back, Alshon got to be out the door and bring Fulgham back.
I feel you, man. I feel you, bro. Lenny, you always show me love, my guy. You always come in, talk that talk, man. Make sure y'all go sub up Lenny, man. Seriously, Lenny D. Make sure you go sub up Lenny D on YouTube. The dude is up and coming. He's grinding out the Eagles content. My man from Texas holding it down where the Cowboys is at. I don't know how he living. But he doing it. And I gotta show my man respect, man. The dude is a boss. I love you to death, my guy. Always stay tuned, always stay locked, stay humble, stay healthy, stay hungry. Keep grinding, my guy.
You do the same, bro. I'm gonna keep supporting you, keep the grind going, and eventually we're gonna get famous doing this one day.
Hey, listen, man. The road to 1K. I'm trying to be like my man Joey Shakes, man. You dig? I'm trying to be like my man Joey.
Yeah.
Hey, Lenny, you take care, my brother. Make sure y'all sub him up. Lenny D on YouTube. Lenny D, sub him up, man. Go find him. Eagles content.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. You guys, thank y'all so much, man. We grinding this out, man. We're gonna get some more people in. Oh man. Oh, we definitely filling this thing up, man. This is live, man. I'm gonna try to go in order, man. I know we got some people waiting. Fly Eagles TV, my man. What's going on?
What's up?
What's going on, family? Talk to me. What's on your mind, man? How you feeling about these Eagles, man? Like, oh man, you're a Knicks fan and a Mets fan and an Eagles fan. How you managing this, man? How you managing this?
I'm from New York, and I watched the Eagles with my uncle on the TV. So that how I became an Eagles fan. I became a Knicks fan because Carmelo Anthony. Then I became a Mets fan because it's in New York. You get the MSG and SNY. So that how I became Knicks and Mets fan.
But I feel you. So how you feeling about these Eagles, man? Like, how you feeling about the draft? How you feeling about this whole Carson Wentz situation? Who do you think we should go get at 6? Where do you think Carson Wentz is going to end up? What other players do you think is going to end up being at the door, man? My goal is to have everybody on here for about 5 minutes, just talking they talk, spilling their emotions, man. So go ahead, do your thing, man. The floor is yours.
At 6, I would rather go defense like Michael Parsons or Patrick Surtain. If we draft a wide receiver or tight end, I'd be okay with it. I won't be jumping up and down. But I want to go defense. I want to have Michael Parsons or Patrick Surtain at 6. And this Carson Wentz thing, I don't know. I don't really care about it anymore. Like,
I feel you.
I'm sick of hearing this rumor. Every time I wake up, I see a new news on Twitter or Instagram, like try him or don't. Like I'm just sick of the BS of the thing. Then you got the Zach Ertz trade rumors to the Seahawks and the Colts. But
I feel you, bro. I feel it's exhausting. It's one of those things that like I feel like this team is stuck in like a forever like a loop, like a time loop. And we just keep hearing the same news cycle over and over. Oh, this team is closer. Oh, this team is closer. Oh, this team is giving up. This team is getting impatient. This team's getting closer. Oh, this pick. It's just a constant loop of the same news cycle. And I want somebody to pull the trigger. Now, I do want us to be patient in terms of who we pull the trigger with, because I want us to get the most for this guy. Now, I got a feeling Howie's going to string it along for as long as he can, because he can't let it go past the draft. He can't. He's going to string it along for as long as he can. And then all of a sudden he's going to just let it go. And then next thing you know, we're going to see a trade. It might be draft night. You never know. We're going to see a trade. Carson Wentz sent to the Indianapolis Colts for a first, a second, and a future third. Like it's going to be something crazy. It's going to be something crazy. I just want all this to be over and done with, man. Like, but I like what you said about the draft, because I am a Michael Parsons fan. A lot of people give him flack about his character issues, but I don't care about character issues. You can always work on that kind of stuff. And another linebacker I think we should keep our eye for is Zaven Collins. My man won the Nagorski Award in the what's the other one called? My man won the what's it called? He won the Bronco Nagorski Award and the Chuck Bednarik Award. Man, last player to do that was Chase Young. You know what I'm saying? And like Chase Young is a problem. Zaven Collins, the dude was a beast at Tulsa. I wouldn't mind having him as well.
Yeah, and I don't want to draft no one that has injury histories.
Same.
Because we did in 2017 with Sidney Jones, and he didn't turn out to be the Sidney Jones that like a shutdown cornerback or a good cornerback. But if we get past this, so then I'd be okay. You got Slay. So then you can move a Bonte Max in the slot, and I think we might have to draft another cornerback or two, because the Bonte Max has one more year on his contract, I think, and Bonk's a free agent and Coleman's a free agent too.
Right, so, I feel you. So like to your point, I feel like we can maybe. I feel like if we draft, because. If we draft 2 corners, I'd be cool with that. We need a safety too, like because we still don't know what Kevon Wallace is going to do. Kevon Wallace talks a lot, but we need to see it show up on the field. That's the bottom line. I love him. I love his energy. I love everything he brings to the table. I love his commitment to the city. I love all of that. But, you know, he needs to show on the field. His first game where he got the most snaps was that San Fran game, and George Kittle lit him the hell up. Like, lit him up bad. And ever since then, it took him a while to get back in rhythm. Granted, these players kind of were being tossed in and out because of injuries, and no one really had a proper offseason. No one had a proper opportunity to really play.
And
guys like Sean Bradley, guys like Davion Taylor didn't really get fair shots. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been multiple mismanagement of the roster. But my guy, Fly Eagles TV, is there any final thoughts you want to give about this Eagles team, my guy?
I think I think the wide receiver group can be good if they use them the right way. I'm down with JJ at the right side. Just get him out. But I think we can if we use these wide receivers right, Wego, Chris Watkins, and John Hightower. But if we draft Jamal Chase, you could move Wego to the slot if you want.
Right.
But that's how I go. Just get this damn trade done, Harry Wilson, and get
the general. I feel you, man. I feel you. Like, it's like I feel like to his point, I feel like Jalen Reagor has so much potential. You can use him in so many different ways. I feel like Jalen Reagor really can blow up this year. I feel like we just have to put guys in position, man. We just have to. But my man, Ack Eagle 88, what's going on, family?
Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad you were able to lock in with me, my guy. We got 14 people on the live stream and counting, man. If y'all just hopping in, make sure y'all like the video. We got the legend Philly Fresh in the building. We got Joey Shakes, Infamous 2K. We got so many people in here, doing their thing, man. That's just showing me so much love, and I'm grateful supremely. Ack Eagle 88. Tell me your feelings, man, about the upcoming draft. Who do you think we need to target with that number 6 pick? Should we maybe trade back if certain guys aren't available? What do you think is going to happen with the Carson Wentz thing? How has this Carson Wentz situation weighed on you emotionally, mentally? Talk to me. Spill your mind, my brother.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, man. I'm kind of done with that. I believe we're all done with that. I'm going to tell you this, man. I love him to death. He was the first jersey I ever owned. Growing up, I really didn't care about jerseys and stuff. I just like watching them, But as I got older here and stuff, he was the first guy I truly liked, So, as a quarterback in the draft, So I went out and got his jersey. I like him, but if he doesn't want to be with us, man, don't let the door hit you on the way out,
Right.
I mean, it's not a big deal to me. We can always find another quarterback. Now, the thing that does bug me is what you were talking with Lenny earlier about on the draft pick is I don't see how we can take Justin Fields, because in my eyes, Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts are damn near the same person.
Exactly.
Play style.
Thank you.
Now, granted, they might be a little different, but looking at them both, they're identical to me. And I don't know how you can do that whenever, you have Jalen Hurts, who's a second-round pick. If you take him with the 6th or even the 3rd, if you trade up, you kind of have the same issue you just had last year with Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields, So,
I wouldn't even put it past Howie, honestly. I wouldn't even put it past.
No. Bro, I wouldn't even be surprised if he took a punter or a kicker with the 6th overall pick, Anyway, no, but I see Carson going to the Colts. I think the Bears are going to give up 2 firsts and Khalil Mack for Deshaun Watson, because they just got rid of J.J. Watt, so they might need a replacement there. You feel me on that?
Ooh,
and they have
given. I didn't think about that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, they have given the notion they wouldn't mind getting rid of them. So if the price is right, you might get something there. But as for the 6th round pick, man, or the 6th overall pick, I'd probably have to say Surtain. I mean, I'm a big Penn State fan. I love Micah Parsons, but there's other good linebackers. In the draft, we don't have to take a linebacker rate at 6. I believe Slay and Surtain would make a disgusting duo. Good luck trying to throw on them. That's all I can say.
Hey, I like that, man. I'm not mad at that. I guess my only thing with Surtain is, they have him projected. Now we all know smoke screen. My drafts aren't really always accurate, right? But they have him projected going in that 10 to 15 range. Now Now, my thing is the Eagles have the sixth overall pick. I say I say if Jamar Chase is not available, if Kyle Pitts is not available, you know what I'm saying? If Devontae Smith's not available, and I like Devontae Smith, but his size we already have that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? We had that kind of.
I'm kind of done with the pixie stick wide receivers. I'd rather have the long, lanky.
I need me a DK Metcalf type. I need me a physical specimen.
Yeah. Give me like 3 DKs or 3 Julios.
Right.
I'm good with the 5'10", 5'11", 180-pound dudes that just I'm good.
Right, but like your point about Surtain, I feel like if we get Surtain, we have to think about what if we trade back, because do we really think
now,
Surtain's
I'll admit to you though on the Pitts thing that you were talking about. I'm a big Pitts fan. I believe if he's there at 6, you take him because he can play inside and out. He's not just a tight end. He plays wide receiver. He plays slot. Yeah, he plays the slot. He plays tight end. I mean, if you can get a guy like Pitts at 6, you got to take him because you can line him up in so many ways. He's a very versatile player. And, I'd say that's my first choice out of everyone, Pitts. But
I feel you, my brother.
A lot of people are going to have a problem with that, though, because it's like, how can you take a tight end at 6? But like I said, he's not just a tight end.
He's not just right. He's not just your average tight end. Like he's a freak. He's a physical specimen. You know what I'm saying? It's just some guys you just look at him and they just scream like franchise changer, game breaker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
To me, Pitts is kind of like a baby Gronk, so to speak. He's got that big body frame. I believe he's way faster than Gronk. I believe in his 40, you'll see like a 4.45 out of Pitts. I mean, he's actually a lot faster than what people make him out to be.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Real quick, how do you feel about our current receiver core as it looks right now? What's the potential you see in this receiver core? Guys like Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, John Hightower. I'll be honest with you, like you said, I'm over JJ Arcega-Whiteside. JJ Arcega, who? Right, who?
I don't know who that is.
All right. And the fact that we gave him a nickname is like he doesn't even deserve that. Like,
no.
But nonetheless,
he needs to go working. He needs to go back working as a bodyguard for what's their face. That's what he needs to do.
Bro, honestly, he might be better served converting to tight end. Like, because the way he blocks, like he needs to do something to make himself more useful, man.
Yeah, he's definitely got the body for it. But as for your question, no, I believe our wide receiver core is pretty decent, and also even our O-line. I got a lot of hopes for Herbig and Driscoll. I really like Herbig and Driscoll. I believe they could be really good.
Man. Can't forget Mailata. Yeah, I got a lot of big hopes for him.
In fact, I was sitting there thinking, you keep Mailata at left tackle and just take Dillard and make him in the right guard. I mean, Stoutland can do it. If anybody can make him at right guard, Stoutland can.
Right. I would say probably left guard because it'd probably be more of a natural transition. Because he's on that left side.
I meant left guard. Sorry, I meant left guard. My bad.
Yeah. I feel you. Or even, if you still want to keep him, you find a way to turn him into your center. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like there's talent on the O line. We just have to figure it out. It's just talent to figure it out.
Yep, exactly. And honestly, at this point, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but I'd even probably consider trading Brandon Brooks, getting value from him right now. I mean, I don't know what his contract is. I think, what is it, like 28 mil or 18 or something like that? It's big. Yeah, it's like 22, 28, something like that. I'm not sure. But, you should trade him, get the value from him right now. I'd even say BG, man. I love Brandon Graham, but 18 mil for just 8 sacks, that's hard to swallow, So we got some wiggle room with some players. I believe Sweat's going to be real good. I don't even know if we have Avery anymore, but do we have Avery?
I think we do, but I'm not sure if he's going to be back. The bottom line is, though, to your point, we need to get younger. We need to move on from a lot of these hefty contracts that aren't really giving us much of return. Like you said, I love BG to death, but he's on the north side of 30, and I feel like Josh Sweat, he's coming. He's coming.
He's coming.
Like he had an amazing, even though the season was bad overall, he had an amazing season in my opinion. He had so many impact plays,
Yep. I agree. Yeah.
So many, man. But before I let you go out of here, Ak Eagle, any final thoughts before you get out of here, man?
No, not really, man. I just hope we do a lot better than last year. I'm actually pretty embarrassed to be an Eagles fan right now from all this shit. I don't know where we went wrong. I don't know how we went wrong. I mean, I know how. It's Howie, but it's just really bad, man. It's really bad management. It's really bad drafting. It's really bad just everything. I would have kept Doug. I'm not, like I said, I am not all for trading Wentz. I believe he has a lot left, but like I said, if he don't want to be here though, whatever. But
real quick, to your point about Doug kind of sealed his own fate with that whole Press Taylor offensive coordinator thing.
No, I agree, but I believe he only did that because he wanted out. I don't think he wanted.
Good point.
I honestly don't. I mean, he pretty much set his own fire there. So
he knew.
Why would you want to be here? You just won a Super Bowl 3 years ago, and people won't let you run the things the way you want. I mean, dude, he did the only thing no one's ever been able to do, and now he wants to ultimately do it and be better at it, and you won't let him do it. That just made no sense to me. So
I feel you. And on top of that, he's getting paid at home to do nothing. So on that note, my man Ak Eagle, I appreciate you, my brother, for coming into the live stream. Spilling your guts, man. You definitely said some dope things, man. And I'm grateful for you for always supporting the channel. The goal is to always continue to grow, give you guys dope, wholesome content, give you guys my passion, give you guys my heart, my analysis, man. And we're gonna keep grinding this thing out, man. Thank you so much, my guy. You're always more than welcome to lock in with me once again. All right.
Hey, no problem, dude. No problem,
Take care, man.
Keep it up. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir, my man. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, next we got the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. 11K. Come on, man. We got to get him in here. You got to stop
saying that. What's up, man?
What's going on, family? Listen, dude, man. You're a beast. You do what you do, man. You're a beast, man. I got to pay homage, my guy. I have to. Yeah,
I appreciate it, but I just shared the stream before, so I'm hoping more people come in here because this content that Tone the Shield puts out, especially not just Eagles but Sixers stuff as well, has been fantastic. And I wish I can cover Sixers as well, but I just don't have the time to do it. But Tone the Shield says got to get to 1K fast, but by the season starting or before then, he's got to get to 1K. So,
man. So Joey, like first things first, I appreciate you for showing me love as always, my guy. Thanks for coming into the live stream, man. If y'all know me, y'all obviously know Joey. Joey does this thing, man. He's been going hard for a long time, and he's actually one of the guys that from a distance motivated me to get my channel started because I'm sitting home one night and I'm like, damn, Joey bodying this. Let me get started. But Joey, let's just get right into it, man. This offseason has been one for the ages, and it's been an emotional roller coaster. We've experienced a lot as a fan base in season and off season. Front office is all over the place. Coaching staff is finally starting to get its stuff together. But let's just let's just start with the obvious. This Carson Wentz situation. You've been dropping dope content related to it, and the news cycle has been so they've just been saying pretty much the same things. This person's in the front, this person's in the front, this person offered this, what's your opinion about the whole landscape of this whole trade scenario?
Look, at the end of the day, the Eagles aren't getting 2 first-round picks for him. I just don't think it's going to happen. At this point, I think they should really stand back from letting him choose where he wants to go. I think the Eagles need to think about themselves more than Carson Wentz in this scenario because honestly, I think I thought it was kind of weird a couple weeks ago when John DeFilippo signed as the quarterback coach / passing game coordinator for the Bears. And then obviously you have Frank Reich with the Colts as well. So I think either way, I think he's put into 2 really good situations, whether he's with the Bears or the Colts. But at the end of the day, I think it really just comes down to what they could get. The longer they do wait, everyone thinks that, teams are going to get desperate. But to be honest with you, everyone else is going to have leverage the longer the Eagles wait. So it's not not seeing a trade right now is not a good thing. It's actually a pretty bad thing. So I think they just got to take what they can get at this point, because if they keep Carson on this roster this year, they got to pay him that $10 million bonus on top of it, which is crazy. So, and I think, and I don't know. Look, I know people are frustrated. I understand that, and honestly, it's kind of pissed me off a little bit because I'm trying to get other type of content done, and I can't even do that because this Carson Wentz stuff is just ridiculous. I've never made so many videos about Carson Wentz in an off season, so it's ridiculous at this point. But at the end of the day, I think we just need to take what we could get. I mean, honestly, look, if they at least can get one first rounder, I'm fine with it. I mean, I think there is a first rounder in there. But obviously, I think you have to give up a little bit more, depending if they want to do a trade package. I know we've been hearing about Ertz. We've been hearing about, Andre Dillard as well being in a trade package. Players that could probably thrive elsewhere. And you know what? I think, even if they got 2 second-round picks and a mid-round pick down the road as well. So I think they get it done. We need to move on and just get it done.
I feel you. I agree. Like, and I think that's where I'm at with it. I do believe I'll be honest, like you said, I'll be honest. There's no way they're getting 2 first-round picks for a guy that just
came off. And a player. They're not getting that.
Hell. They're not. They're just not. Like, no team is going to leverage their future like that for a guy who just came off one of the worst seasons in his, not just his career, but one of the worst quarterback performances in NFL history. Like, one of the largest drop-offs ever. Like no one has ever seen a drop-off like this. Like there's one thing that just, oh damn, bad season. Okay, like you guys.
It wasn't just a down year; it was an embarrassing year. Not even just that. This was Carson Wentz getting traded after 2017. We'd be having a whole different discussion right now. Whole different story.
Totally. And on top of that, this Howie Roseman. I know he's a master at manipulation, but my thing is, like, at the end of the day, you're trying to trade a guy after you ruined his value. You ruined his value. You can't expect a guy you didn't really let him finish the season. So let's just leave it at that. But like you ruined his value, and you expect the team to just believe that he can get back to that. You like let's be honest, 2017 was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. We're in 2021. We've experienced the whole pandemic. Like there's no way you're going to fleece a team for 2 first-round picks and a player and maybe something else. The only way you're even getting a first-round pick on part of the deal is if you include another player. You package maybe an Andre Dillard or a Zach Ertz, or maybe you package Carson Wentz and Derek Barnett, or a package. You have to. It has to be a package. You cannot just send Carson Wentz straight up and think you're getting something for that guy, because you're not. You're not.
I mean, I respect the Eagles to the point where they're not just trading him for anything. At least they're doing their due diligence, and they're like, actually, they're not just going to give him away for nothing. Like, they're kind of stringing it out a little bit. But you don't know what could happen in the offseason with injuries. And, I know Deshaun Watson is a hot name as well. So, but it just seems like Houston just doesn't want to deal him. It just looks like Deshaun Watson really wants out all on his own. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him whatsoever over in Houston at all. I'd be doing the same thing. So there's a lot of
Houston mismanaged everything. Houston mismanaged that whole situation. Like, you trade his number 1 wide receiver. What? Mm-hmm. And then you let JJ Watt walk. What? Like, it's just like, I wouldn't want to be there either.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, I'd be asking out after that. I'd be like, Bill O'Brien just told you, and plus they're out of picks after doing that huge trade with the Miami Dolphins, acquiring all those players and not even getting close. And what's kind of crazy is, like, I see Deshaun Watson, he's had weapons, but he hasn't been able to do anything with most of the weapons that he's had. So he's had, could be. I think mostly it's been coaching. I think Deshaun Watson's a fantastic talent. If I'm a team looking for a quarterback right now, it'd be Deshaun Watson more than Carson Wentz, but obviously, the Eagles are trying to kind of mimic what they, moved up to get him for in that draft. So, it's not going to happen. So, I mean, we're not talking about a different player here. We're talking about if Carson Wentz had a down year, whether he played pretty good but not perfect, then it'd be a different story. But everything was everything was wrong with this guy. Even with these new coaches that they hired, I loved every single signing. Obviously, they have to prove themselves on the field and how they coach these guys. I like Jonathan Gannon as the new DC. He's elevated cornerbacks really well, especially you take Xavier Rhodes that had a really, got paid a lot of money from Minnesota. At the end of Minnesota, he played really bad and came to the Colts on a one-year deal and kind of just revived his career a little bit. So he's done some good things with cornerbacks and, there's a lot of good, I just want once the Carson Wentz stuff settles down and like once it's over, we move forward and that's it. I mean, there's going to be Eagles fans that don't move on from it. Trust me, I've been fighting with Eagles fans constantly on Twitter. I'm not going to say their names, but I've been on everybody's, I don't hold back. So that's all I got to say.
No, I feel you, bro. Like, it's like this whole saga, this whole situation has been undesirable. And it's not like, like I said, they ruined his value. They didn't really do him any favors by making him throw the ball 50 plus times. And on top of that, you draft a quarterback in the second round. So that after you paid him, so it's just too many things. It's just too many nuanced things that just indicate mismanagement. And on top of that, Howie is literally on his last rope. And I think that's why he's trying to stretch this whole Carson Wentz thing out, because he's really trying to get too far. He needs something to hang his hat on. And he probably feels one first round is not enough, but dude, like your best bet is to get out of this situation and just build in the draft and go all in on Hurts, because you did draft him. So the best thing you can do is go all in on Hurts, get him a de facto number one target in early in the first round. And that just leads me on to into the next part of the next things I want to talk to you about is this draft. This number 6 pick we have, number 6 overall pick. As you already heard, I'm liking guys like Jamar Chase. I'm liking guys like Kyle Pitts. I'm even a fan of Micah Parsons. I'm a fan of a guy like Zaven Collins, Patrick Surtain. There's a handful of guys that I would love to have, but obviously we can't have everybody. So if you had maybe like some top, like your top 3 guys, like who would you say are your top 3 guys the Eagles should target and why?
I would honestly look, I think, I don't know if they're going to go best player available at 6. I mean, if you have Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith there, I agree with you earlier about Devonta Smith and his size, and we don't need those, those speed guys. They have all this speed, and that's all they really have. You know what I mean? I like Jamar Chase a lot. I mean, I've watched a lot of tape on him, but I mean, you can go in the second round and go get some really good guys of this draft. I like Terrace Marshall from LSU as well. I think he'll be a number 1 receiver in the league. Is he Jamar Chase? No, but I think he's an all-around pretty good productive receiver that has everything. I think you could. I mean, I would love. I would love Parsons. I would love all these guys. I mean, even Surtain. If you want to draft Surtain, I watched tape on him. He's impressed me. And then there's some things where I'm like, is he going to get away with that in the NFL? I think he's a little grabby. Sometimes sometimes he runs. I mean, his football IQ is fantastic. He's ran the route of the receiver. I mean, he's pretty much caught the ball perfectly for interceptions and has done a good job there. So I mean, defense would be logic for this team because we really have besides Darius Slay, we have no secondary. We have no safeties besides Kavon Wallace, obviously, that you said, I think we both agree, like you said earlier, he's pretty much all talk and no play so far in his career with the Eagles. I mean, the guy gets a tattoo of the Eagles on his back, and does all this crazy stuff like he's going to be here for the next 10, 15 years.
Listen, I admire the commitment. I admire it. I love guys that want to be here. I'll say that first and foremost. I love a guy that wants to play for the city that drafted him. I love that. But my brother, I need you to catch some picks. I need you to, knock some people off their square. I need you to force some fumbles. You know what I'm saying? Turn into a Jamal Adams. Do something to make me believe you.
Yeah, I think all he really did this year was I think he recovered a fumble on kickoff or punt or whatever. I think that's the only thing. I think it was against the Rams. I think that's really the only thing he's done all year. Right. But safety wise, I mean, look, I have a feeling they're going to bring back somebody. And if it's not going to be Rodney McLeod, it'll be. I have a feeling Rodney McLeod or Jalen Mills will be back.
Yeah, I think it'll be Mills. Not to cut you off, but I think it'll be Mills for the simple fact that Rodney McLeod's coming off that tear, and I don't see them bringing him back again with that injury. I got a feeling they're going to bring Mills back on another 1-year deal because, he loves this city. He doesn't want to leave, and I'm pretty sure he'll take any contract they give him. So I really believe Mills will move at that safety spot. And then depending on if we draft a safety or if we or whoever shows out in training camp, maybe Kavon Wallace, like who knows really. Like you said, this defense needs so much work, and we need so on offense, the most glaring need to me is, even though this wide receiver core is underutilized, this wide receiver core hasn't been tapped into at all. And whenever we get remotely close, whenever we did get remotely close, we somehow, some way cut our nose despite our face, and we put guys in like Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, which totally just, granted, Deshaun Jackson had that crazy bomb from Jalen Hurts. I'm not taking that away from him, but he can't last more than a half. And Alshon Jeffrey he's sometimey. He chooses when he wants to play hard. I don't got time for guys like that. You take him out for a guy like Travis Fulgham, who was the best wide receiver for 4 straight weeks, and you just it makes zero sense to me. And you make an excuse talking about, oh, he needs to show it in practice. Practice? Who cares?
Not even just that, but Doug was saying it's not about one guy, and obviously it's been about one guy because they keep going to these sorry veterans. They keep going back to these sorry veterans. And that's what happens. Like, I was really upset when they started putting in Deshaun Jackson and putting back in Alshon Jeffrey in the lineup. Did Alshon Jeffrey play better with Jalen Hurts? Yeah, definitely. I think anybody played better with Jalen Hurts than Carson Wentz because of what was going on. But to go like, if we're not looking at the draft or going to free agency, you might want to take a look at Colts free agents as well. Colts free agents are going to be around. You have Anthony Walker at linebacker. Malik Hooker is coming off of a big injury, so I mean that's going to be probably a cheap deal into this year. So there might be some Colts a big injury, so I mean that's going to be probably a cheap deal.
Somebody, yeah, my man, thank you.
Yeah, I'm saying like a lot of these Colts free agents. So I think there's about 7 or 8 of them this year, on especially a few on defense that that want to play for Jonathan Gannon as well in the secondary. So there is some guys might come here for a little bit cheaper. So you don't really know down the line, but we'll see. I'm not saying we're gonna have a lot of money to spend because God knows, if we even have any money by the we'll have money, but obviously you need to save money for the draft and other things like that. So
like you said, the good thing is we got a coaching staff that has rapport with players around this league, and we can convince some guys maybe to come play for us, just based off who the coaching staff is. We got some new things in the fold. Real quick, I want to introduce some new guys into the conversation. My man, as always, Infamous 2K, and also the Black Line. My God, thank you guys so much for locking in with us, man. Truly, I appreciate you guys. We got Joey Shakes here, man. The reason I brought you two in as well because I usually do this once the conversation starts to get real good, and I love hearing Joey's takes, and I love hearing other people's takes as well with Joey. So just bouncing off what Joey said. The Black Line, my guy. How are you feeling? How do you feel about what's going on with this organization? How have you been feeling? With things that have been transpiring. Be it with the draft that's coming up, be it with the whole Carson Wentz situation. Just tell me what's on your mind right now.
All right. First of all, peace to Joey Shakes. I've been a big fan for about 2 or 3 years, man. And I hit you up every now and then. I look at the situation going on in the organization, and I look at it as a clown show. It's a real clown show, and I think the fans are doing a disservice to Jalen Hurts for real, because every time his name comes up, people harken back to when he got benched for Tua as a sophomore.
Right.
He didn't graduate from Alabama early and then transfer to Oklahoma and became a Heisman runner-up.
Right. Talk about commitment.
Right. And then if we look at and people want to harken on that, but they don't want to bring up how Mike Glennon beat out Russell Wilson at NC State, and then he transfers to Wisconsin, and then he gets drafted in the 3rd round by Seattle, who just paid somebody. You know what I mean? They just paid somebody. Russell Wilson beats the guy out in camp. We haven't heard from Matt Flynn ever since. And Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. So there is precedence for stuff like this happening. And, people be like, okay, we didn't win anything with Jalen Hurts. We only went 1-3. Well, we went 1-3 with Randall Cunningham his first year. And then his second year, we went 1-3-1. And if you look at Jalen Hurts' stats from those 4 starts, he threw more touchdown passes than Dan Marino. So I don't want to hear any questions about the kid's arm or whether he wants to throw and all the other stuff.
Right. I agree with you. I feel like Jalen Hurts definitely gets the the shit into the stick, when it comes to this city, because there are people who unfortunately there are people who just don't believe in this guy's talent. Now, I believe that when you go through the things Jalen Hurts has gone through, right? The way he communicates, the way he carries himself, the way his demeanor on the field when things are going wrong, his pocket presence, he has instincts. Now, sure, he has little things he has to clean up, maybe just misreads here and there, like all rookies.
He's a rookie.
He came in on the last. He came in playing the number 1 defense and beat him. Come on,
with his
looked really good. Looked really good.
It looked pretty good, and let's be honest,
yeah,
the defense
it wasn't fluke stuff.
And also like it's just like we have like this city. It kind of pains me sometimes because I'm always on Twitter, trying to keep up, with the pulse of the city, find out what's going on. I'm constantly watching videos, and sometimes the fan base disappoints me because I'm like, we're so emotional. We allow ourselves to just allow the media to gaslight us, right? And instead of focusing on the blatant facts, right? The blatant fact is Jalen Hurts came in the middle of chaos, and he gave us the first inkling of stability all season.
Right.
And now you want to go after Trevor Lawrence, go after Justin Fields. Are you kidding me? We'll be back at square one.
Right, exactly. What else? I forgot. I say in the first round, I think it's best for us to go defense, like take the best defensive player available instead of going, of course the sexy picks are Jamar Chase and Kyle Pitts and Jonathan Smith. But if Michael Parsons or Patrick Surtain's sitting there, we gotta go with them. We have to, because we're not that good. I look at Kyle Pitts as a luxury pick. We already got Goddard.
That's interesting.
So we're not that good to have luxury picks. So we need to shore up what we need to shore up. Like tight end is set. We're good. We're good at tight end. That's how I look at it.
I can see your point with that. Infamous. What do you think about that? What do you think about the draft? Like, do you feel like we need to go defense? Do you think we need to go with the sexy pick? But to Black Lion's point, those are technically luxury picks. You make that pick when you have things. You make that pick when you're like one guy away, kind of like. And we're not. This defense has so many holes. So Infamous. I want to pick your brain, bro. What's going on in your mind throughout this offseason?
Real quick, the Dan Marino thing. Dan Marino never threw more. I mean, Jalen Hurts never threw more touchdowns than Dan Marino.
Yes, he did. I just looked at the stats, bro.
The lowest touchdowns he had, if you want to count he only played 1 game and it was 3 touchdowns that year. No, 8 touchdowns. My fault. And he played 5 games. It was in 1993. The rest, the lowest he's ever thrown, his career low is 8, and he won't play 5 years that year. But you see who's on my profile picture. So I'm going with Chase only because if we go offense with 6, we're still going to be bad next year. We're not a playoff team. If we go with defense with 6, we're still not a playoff team. It's a rebuild, right? Again, you can always get Asante Samuel, and if you want to go by stats and not the eye test, technically Asante Samuel's drop off from Patrick Surtain and Caleb Farley is nowhere near the drop off from a receiver in the second round to Jamar Chase. So if we go defense first round, I'll be happy, just not at the 6th pick. If you're gonna go defense, we have to trade back.
See, like to your point, Infamous, I was thinking about that, because just based off what these mock drafts are saying, and this is all smoke screen. Mock drafts aren't always correct, right? But just based off what I've been seeing so far, people are projecting Surtain to go in that maybe 10 to 14, maybe that 8 to 12 range, and we're at 6. So I feel like if if you have a chance to maybe trade back maybe a pick or two, get some assets and still get the game, you do it.
Now my question.
But hold on, real quick. Tell me though. Listen,
Okay.
let's be honest, right? If you get Surtain, I don't think he's a plug and. It's really hard to find a plug and play guy. Like Jalen Ramsey was a plug and play guy, but the guy who was just picked number 3 overall last year, Jeff Okudah, who honestly had a better college year. Mind you, he did have, like, it wasn't Corona, but he did have better years at college. Jeff Okudah has been absolutely dog. And not all of it his fault. He's still a rookie, but cornerback is one of the hardest positions to play from college to NFL. So, I mean, if you want a plug and play player, you're not going to get that in pretty much any of these corners in any of these rounds, to be honest, because none of them are Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey was the last great corner to come out the draft, I think. Like the last
you got a good point, yeah.
That's a very good point, Infamous.
Right.
Because I didn't think too much about that. But go ahead, Blackline. I want to hear your point.
Yeah, I have a question too. But so if we do trade back, do you trust Howie Roseman to pick the correct player after the better players that we probably were scouting could potentially be gone? Do you trust him?
It depends, because it depends how far we draft.
Do you trust him?
It depends. If we go from 6th to 8th or 6th to 9th, I'll give my trust to Howie. Let's see what he does. If he messes up,
if we go from 6th to 12th.
But I don't think they'll do that. I don't think you're gonna get a Surtain at 12.
That's too far.
That's too far. You're not gonna go. You're not dropping 6 places back for who? Who's the 12th pick and what would they do?
There's no need. For me, like I don't.
If we drop back, we would go. If we drop out of the top 10, then that's just stupid. Then I definitely won't trust Howie Roseman. But you're gonna have to trust Howie Roseman regardless. You're gonna if you're not gonna pick Chase, you're gonna have to trust Howie Roseman in the second round to pick a good receiver who can help Rager out, because Rager's obviously a number receiver 1. You're gonna have to trust him all draft. So yes, I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna have to. I don't have no other choice.
Yeah, that's true. We ain't got no choice. That's true.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. But it's like when we drop back, you're giving other teams opportunities to pick players that we desperately need. So I don't trust.
If you trade the team to if you trade the 6th pick to a team that doesn't need a Surtain, then they're not picking Surtain with or a defensive player. If they're going offense, they'll go Chase. I mean,
but what if Surtain is taken?
Huh?
By somebody else. What if somebody else takes Surtain?
Then you go Caleb Farley.
Then you go Farley. You're right.
I like Farley. I'm a Virginia Tech guy. I'm from Virginia. I'm a Virginia Tech guy.
All right, I'm a little nervous about Farley because he had a no contact ACL or Achilles. Was it ACL or Achilles? I can't remember. But he had a no contact. I'm nervous about that. Like that.
I don't like his tackling technique either. Like I don't like that.
And he's not a natural. He's not a natural corner. I think he played quarterback at some point, and transitioned. Yeah. So he's not granted he transitioned well into the position, but he's not natural. And then I feel like in the NFL they're going to expose the hell out of that.
So then if you so if that's your argument against Caleb Farley, you trade back and then Surtain is gone. Then Micah might go too, because the Panthers, who's their linebacker? If they go,
the Panthers. I'm telling you, the Panthers are either going to if the Panthers get the chance, they're either going Micah Parsons or Zaven Collins. I'm telling you, they need a linebacker.
Or they might go quarterback too. Isn't like Tom and Teddy Bridgewater? They could go quarterback, but if they need Luke. Luke Kuechly retired. They don't really have a stud linebacker like they used to, and Luke Kuechly. You can't really replace him. But Micah Parsons is the closest. So then if Micah and Surtain is gone, and now Caleb Farley has injury issues, who are you gonna pick?
I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you guys. Like my heart is like I'm not gonna lie, yo. Like I'm in love with Micah Parsons. Like it's something about that. Like I just feel like people always talk about this character thing, right? And it kind of pisses me off because I feel like that's such an overrated point. That's such an overstated point. Like, you never know what a man is going through at the end of the day.
They said the same shit about DK Metcalf, and we got JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Right. We got the character guy. We got the character guy, and now look at him. His mom comes every practice on the umbrella.
Like, fuck out of here. You want orange peels or something after practice? Get out of here, bro.
Can I ask you something real quick? The reason why I want to go, the main reason why I want to go offense is because I feel like for offense, with the right scheme, and if Jalen Hurts is good, and the offensive line that we have, like I don't care if we don't draft Sewell. I don't want Sewell, to be honest. I mean, we made Nate Herbert the third best pass blocking efficiency rate since he started, because it's Stoutland. So I mean, we can go offensive line later on. The reason why I want our offensive line looks pretty good, depending on our personnel, right? So offensive line looks good. Miles Sanders is a stud. We have Rager, who I feel like will have a breakout year in the slot next year. Then you have Chase and Fulgham on the outside. And then if you have Jalen Hurts playing decent, that's a really good offense. Then again, you're gonna be like the Cowboys, but at the same time, if you pick defense, I'm keep saying this, if you pick defense in the first round, the drop off from defense to first round to second round is nowhere near as big as the drop off for the offense from the first round to the second round at all. It's not even close.
You know, like it's like you know, when you really think about our receiving core, right? And you really think about it, and I'm also going to bring in Eagles champ to this live stream as well, because he's been waiting patiently. He's been loyal to the soil. But you know, I'm gonna mute you, guy. Don't worry, I'm gonna mute you. But you know, it's just like when you think about our receiving core from top to bottom, right? Excluding obviously Alshon Jeffrey, excluding Deshaun Jackson, and excluding Greg Ward as well, because I don't think he's going to be back. I just don't see them re-signing him based off of the talent we have behind him. And, you know, he's a slagger. He's reliable, but he's not really dynamic, right? So when you think about the receiving core, Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, John Hightower, and when you think about those four guys, right, I feel like we have so much untapped potential when it comes to the wide receiver room. Like we saw Quez Watkins, like he the moment he touched the ball, the moment he had opportunity, he took it to the house. So we need to find out what that is, right? And going Jamar Chase, that would definitely add to the room. Now the only thing is, one of those guys, two of those guys, like my thing is, if we go wide receiver first round, one or two of those guys are going to be put in the back burner. At the end of the day, we don't know what they're going to be, though, and that's the sad part. I wish we really would have been able to see what they had this past season, but the season was so bad we couldn't really see what they brought to the table, and it really set us back in terms of knowing what we have. And now it's kind of like we're in a situation like if we go wide receiver, yeah, but we don't know what these guys are. But at the same time, Jamar Chase is like obviously a home run pick, and then Travis Fulgham, he was the best wide receiver for like 4 or 5 weeks straight. Clearly, like without a doubt, but then Doug Peterson benched him for Alshon Jeffrey, so we don't know what he can do with a full sample size. Then Jalen Reagor got hurt, and on top of that, we wasn't really able to see what he did with a full sample size. We saw what he was able to do with the punt return. We saw what he was able to do sometimes coming off those crossing routes, and when he gets in space, he has to get a little better at reading his blocks. But I feel like we just have so many unknowns, and we're playing the guessing game with some of these guys when it comes to the wide receiver room. I would love to have Jamar Chase. I would love him. And like it's just like this is a situation where I don't want to be in as an organization. Like it's just crazy. We have so many things to worry about. So many. But Eagles champ, I want to hear your thoughts, man. Like I brought you in because I wanted to hear what you had to say to this conversation, because you always spit that hot fire, my guy.
First of all, shout out to Joey Shakes, man. The best YouTuber, 3 best YouTubers I watch. I just want to talk about how much I really want to get rid of Howie, and so much that I can't wait for him to go. When he's gone, I'm gonna make the biggest Howie Roseman video that there is, because I cannot wait for this clown to be gone. Okay, let's talk about what has led up to. Let's talk about what has led up to this Carson Wentz debacle and what started. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all because of Howie. It's because of his drafting. It's because of everything has lit up to this clown that has destroyed this team back to back, missing on picks, not getting receivers, not going out and trying to help your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And this snake GM, this clown, this GM who should be fired. I don't know how he's still here. 4 head coaches, and yet our GM's still here. I don't trust Howie with even the 6th pick. I would not be surprised if this dude takes a quarterback. Okay? I don't trust Howie with the 6th pick. I don't care what he does, because it does not matter with this dude. Don't you get it? Howie Roseman is going to mess up the pick. Jeffrey Lewis is going to kiss his behind. We're going to have him Like, I'm just done with him. I'm tired of the Carson Wentz situation. I'm tired of the Howie Roseman situation. I'm tired of all these players talking about Super Bowl. I want people to close their mouth, including NFL players. If next year you don't come out with that Super Bowl trophy, Miles Sanders talk about Super Bowl, Kevon Wallace, the dude yaps too much, doesn't play. I'm tired of it. I'm just done with the drama. I'm done with the Carson Wentz situation. I'm done with everything. I want it to be over with. But this all because of how it feels like the Jadavian Clowney situation. It feels like the Ramsey situation where it's a power struggle between Carson Wentz, the owner, and the GM. I feel like this is what's going to be heading to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's going to get ugly. I do. It's to the point where I don't like. Yeah, we can start Jalen Hurts, but I don't know where he is. I didn't see enough out of him. I didn't, and that doesn't mean he's not a good player. But I don't feel comfortable him starting with, especially Howie Roseman as a GM. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Jeffrey Lurie, this Jerry Jones 2.0, who has turned into, like, he has destroyed this team, make an excuse for Howie Roseman still being here. I mean, how can you make excuses to sit back and say that Howie Roseman has done a good job? He sucks at drafting. And this is why we're in this position in the first place, because of him. I mean, if you trade Carson and Zach Ertz, you're eating 46.2 million cap space. That's for trading Carson and Zach Ertz. I'm just done with it. I'm done with these. I'm done with Howie.
I'm with you, man. Like, it's wow. It's wild. Like, it's one of those things that, you know, like when you really look at it from the very beginning.
I'm gonna throw champagne bottle when this is gone.
It's sad. It's sad. Howie created a lot of this, right? And at the same time, when the season started, you know, when Doug Peterson was here, he didn't really help Carson get back on track. You know, that's just the fact. Also, at the same time, Carson was missing some pretty easy things. So it's like, you know, there's so many ways you can see, so many ways you can point this out as far as but it always leads back to Howie Roseman every single time.
But do you trust him with the 6th pick? Because I don't. I know he's going to screw it up. Just like always, he's going to try to be too cute. This guy's going to trade back, try to be too cute with it, and we're going to pass up on someone. We're going to, like, I would not be surprised if Howie Roseman takes Justin Fields with the 6th pick, because I know the Eagles are going to take some quarterback. I'm just tired of it. You know, the whole notion we're bringing Nick Foles. Let's talk about it. Because, listen, I know Joey Shake. I talked to him, obviously, on his live streams. You know, obviously, I'm sure he's done with the Howie and Carson situation, because I feel his pain too. Trust me, he does not want to be talked about Carson Wentz. Shout out to Joey Shakes, by the way. I love your videos, man. You do a great job. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just done with the rumors. I'm tired of hearing reports of Carson wants to go this one. Carson, it's like, it's like the problem is still here, and it's Howie, that snake. It doesn't matter if you get picked, because this dude's gonna miss on him. I don't care where whoever you get, because even if let's say you start Jalen Hurts, right? He's your quarterback. We're gonna do the same thing we done with Carson. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna mess up on him. We're gonna draft crappy players like JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Can we trade JJ? Can we trade him and see what we can get back for him? Because if we're gonna trade Carson,
wait.
I don't care. I want to
take a deep breath.
Champ, I love you. Listen, we can't even get a nosebleed ticket for JJ Arcega-Whiteside. We can't even get a fucking snow cone.
I mean, there was reports some teams were offering JJ. They were looking at JJ. There was interest in JJ Arcega-Whiteside. There was teams who were wanting to trade for him. Listen, the 49ers were one of them. I think it was the Bills, something like that.
So
Miami Dolphins.
I want to switch gears a little bit, you guys. I want to switch gears a little bit. Now, we talked about so many things that are going wrong with this team, right? As we always do. Now, let's switch gears a little bit. Now, who do we think has the highest potential to break out on offense and or defense? You know, let's start with Joey. Joey, who do you think has the highest potential to break out on offense and defense?
I think offensively, I think if Nick Sirianni puts Jalen Reagor in a really good position this year, I think he could actually do something. Look, I know the guy was hurt 3 times last year, and, you know, he got stinted because of that, but obviously the playbook had these route combinations they had the receivers running in 2020. Defensively, I mean, I would like Alex Singleton to really step up even more at linebacker. And you know what's really sad is that we drafted Davion Taylor last year. What's really sad is that we have Sean Bradley from Temple that I actually really like a lot. And, you know, Jim Schwartz was pretty much the Doug Peterson on defense, defending Nathan Gary every single week, keeping him in games, just messing up games. And, you know, it's just ridiculous at this point. But if I had to go offense, I'm really excited. I'm actually excited for Jalen Reagor next year. I don't think he's a bust at all. I mean, I think this year is going to prove it, how Nick Sirianni uses all these players. I do like, you know, Shane Steichen at offensive coordinator, and our passing game coordinator as well. So, I mean, I think we have some good pieces around to use these guys to their strengths other than keeping them at their weakness. So, should be all right.
I feel you, man. Now, Infamous, what do you think? Who do you think has the highest chance to break out on offense and defense? Who are you two guys?
Offense, Miles Sanders, because you mentioned Miles Sanders. And then for defense, honestly, I know this is a cliche answer. I'm going to go with Darius Slay because I feel like Darius Slay, when it comes to, I won't say he had a down year, like he had a bad year, but compared to his past years, he definitely did have a not so great year compared to in the past, and mainly because he wasn't put in a position to make one. I don't know if you guys watched the live stream with Philly the podcast talking to one of the corners, DBs / safeties for Purdue, and he was explaining how his coach didn't put him in positions to make plays like that, and it was mainly designed for the linebackers. I feel like that's kind of what our defense is more for the linebackers, but we don't have any. So I feel like that's the main reason why our safeties and corners weren't making, as Slay calls himself, big plays.
I feel you. Now, Black Line, who are your guys that you believe offense is going to break out and on defense? Who are you two guys? One guy on offense and one guy on defense.
My guy on defense is Kayvon Wallace.
Okay.
Simply because we haven't seen enough of him.
The dark horse.
We don't know what the kid can do. Like I seen him like lay a hit on somebody on special teams. I'm like, why isn't he starting instead of Nate Gary? You know what I mean? Like that's my pick for defense. And then for offense, I don't see any choice but Jalen Hurts. Second year quarterbacks, you know what I mean? They're known for making big jumps. And I was completely sold on the kid like after 4 games. Like I was completely sold on Carson Wentz after 4 games. You know what I mean? Or when was the Pittsburgh game in Carson Wentz's first season? I think that was around the 4th game.
Wait, you talking about the game where we like crushed them?
That was week 4 in 2016.
Yeah, that was the second season, I think.
Carson Wentz's rookie season when they played Pittsburgh is when
we played them 2 years in a row, didn't we? We played them 2 years in a row.
When we played Pittsburgh, that's when I was sold on Carson Wentz. And plus, and I said that after never seeing Carson Wentz play in the preseason or college. I've been following Jalen Hurts since high school. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Those are my two right there.
I feel you. Eagles champ. Who are your two guys? One guy on offense and one guy on defense. Who do you think is going to break out this year? Champ, you there, man? All right, no problem. All right, Nikki Stees. Who's your guy? Well, first things first, Nikki Stees. Welcome to the live, my brother. I appreciate you for coming in, my man. Hey, Champ, I'm gonna get you next.
Thank you for having me.
I got you next, Champ. But Nikki Stees, my man, thank you for coming into the live show, my guy. I appreciate you for showing love. But my question for you is, who do you think is going to be your breakout guy for this Eagles team, offense and defense?
Wow.
Offense, Miles Sanders. You give him enough carries. Well, certainly. I mean, last year he played good, but he never got enough carries. He never had the opportunity to break the game open. I feel the new coaching staff, they better, and hopefully they give him more carries and give him that opportunity. I'll have to consider Miles Sanders. On defense, Josh Sweat, I liked what I saw from him. Hope he continues with the productivity and he stays healthy. Could definitely be breakout guy on defense.
Get Derek Barnett out of here, please. Get Derek Barnett out of here.
Definitely, like Derek Barnett's taking a space. He's just always hurt. Not enough upside. He has these random games.
I mean, you see potential out of him.
It's weird.
You see potential out of him. See
I don't know,
potential.
man.
He's great at injuries. I mean, he's good at that.
Our champ, real quick, because I want to get your guys next, but real quick about Derek Barnett. For a first round pick, not enough production, guy. Not enough for me. For
I think we releasing Derek Barnett. I saw someone releasing him.
Oh man, but Eagles champ, who are your breakout guys for the offense and defense? Who do you think is going to come in this year and just do their thing, no matter what's going on?
My guy, I got John Hightower.
Okay.
For offense and defense, I got Brandon Graham.
Interesting. How come? Why Brandon Graham? It's interesting because granted he had technically he had his best year because of the Pro Bowl this year, but why Brandon Graham? I'm actually curious about that.
I just think with that new scheme, he's just going to go off. I mean, I like Jonathan Gannon. I mean, this dude's going to come in, going to energize his defense, and I think he's going to energize more Brandon Graham than anything else. You obviously have Fletcher Cox, so I think he's definitely going to prove Darius Slade, but I think Brandon Graham's going to show big that, why we kept him, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, if Carson's going, you need someone who's going to be that captain, you know what I'm saying, obviously. And Brandon Graham is the guy that I can look at and say, he showed as a defensive guy that he can lead this team, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a bunch of – I'm sure we're going to have a lot of veterans going like, please, God, Jalen Mills don't come back. I'm so tired of it.
Bro, Graham disappeared the last 6 games. Like he had 8 sacks, but we were thinking he was going to do more than that. But he disappeared like the same.
He was the second most double team defensive end though.
He's horrible. Jalen Mills is like a that you look at and see that he's not an NFL athlete. You look at looks like an Eagle, but he don't play like him. He's horrible. I don't want anything to do with Jalen Mills. I'm tired of him.
Real quick, I want to respond to Ross Bailey. He mentioned without Barnett, no Super Bowl. Now, I will say this much about Barnett. During that year, everyone was playing lights out. Everybody was
essentially Carson Wentz, no Super Bowl. So
we're gonna base him off of a fumble recovery in the Super Bowl. I mean, we're gonna base that.
Let's be real.
No offense, Ross. I'm just saying. No. Okay. Now you're talking crazy. Now you're talking crazy, Ross. Like what? What, Ross?
That already happened, though. What's been going on since then?
He's doing more than that.
That's what you gotta look at.
Look, I mean, Tone, real quick. I want to say something, and I want to change my defense player. And I know Joey Shakes hates this player. I want to go to Javon Hargrave.
Oh no, he's
going to the grave digger.
I hope he's going.
The grave digger.
Listen. Before coming here, everyone was hyped about this signing. He was supposed to be really good. Maybe
he's horrible. He's not.
Before
Jalen Hargrave is over.
I was a Tim Jernigan guy. So I was mad we got rid of Tim Jernigan, but whatever.
Bro, before he got to the Eagles, everyone was talking about how he's an upcoming D tackle. Is when he got here.
I honestly don't think he'll be here. I don't. I think the Eagles are going to trade him. If they're going to trade Carson, they're going to trade him.
They won't. I don't think they'll trade him.
Do you think? So 2K. Do you think he's not used to the system yet? Obviously, he had the injury, but do you think he's got to get more into the system?
No, I don't think it's that because almost all blocking. My dad is offensive line coach, and I was going back and forth with him, and he was saying when it comes to a 3-4 and a 4-3, the blocking assignments are almost identical. I think it's more of his pec tear. I mean, it's a 6-month injury, and he didn't need surgery, but it's still a 6-month injury, and pec is pretty much all you use in your power, and he's primarily a bull rush / run stop, and the reason why even Fletcher Cox struggled with run stopping this year is because their 2 main goals are not really to tackle the running back, it's to push the 2 guards or the 2 guards into the center and have the 2 linebackers come fill in the A-gap. But again, we don't have linebackers. And then also, real quick, I wanted to get back to the draft just for like 10 seconds. Honestly, knowing Howie, I feel like he will go corner or defense because I feel like he wants Rager to be number 1 receiver because he has pride issues. And he wants to prove to everyone in the room that I drafted Jalen Rager. It was a good decision. He's a wide receiver 1.
I feel you.
If Howie takes Rager and takes 1, we're going to have issues.
I want to give my breakout guys real quick. So for me, I think I think my two guys that are going to break out. For one, my guy on offense. I think I'm going to lean on. But you know what? I kind of want to go in the direction that no one else went.
Oh no!
But at the same time, I think you know what? Oh no! You know, no. You know who's going to break out this year? Dallas Goedert.
Oh.
Dallas Goedert is going to break out this year. I
think you're going to talk Jake Elliott.
I really believe.
I was thinking Jake Elliott too. I really was. I really was, man.
No, I ain't that crazy. But listen though, Dallas Goedert. This is if everything happens the way we see it, with Zach Ertz being moved out, right? I believe and Dallas Goedert becomes the number one, and we obviously don't go Kyle Pitts, which I don't think we're really going to do, really. But if Dallas Goedert becomes our number one tight end, I think Dallas Goedert has a chance to really break out. Like he's shown these flashes of just being supremely athletic, like and just being able to get open somehow. And then when it comes to defense,
I honestly think Howie could target Kyle Pitts.
Goddard just have to stay.
I really do, because the coach we bring. I mean, the coach we're bringing. Who is he? He's from Florida, and Kyle Pitts is from Florida. I mean, Kyle Pitts to me is a mismatched nightmare. And you put him with Dallas Goedert.
No,
and if you had Jalen Hurts, which is a young quarterback, he's everything around him.
We get too far off though. I like him too. Don't get it twisted. I like him too, but I just don't think we're actually going to get him. Nonetheless, my defensive guy is going to break out. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I ain't gonna lie. If they give him the snaps, I feel like Davion Taylor could be so versatile. Yeah. If they give him the snaps, he can be so like. If there was this one play where he just hawked down somebody, like
Davion Taylor should have got Nate Gary snaps.
Like Davion Taylor.
Nate Gary needs to go.
Him and Kayvon Wallace.
He's that switchblade linebacker. Like you can he has the speed to match up with tight ends. And at the same time, he has the lateral speed. You know, he can recover amazingly. And I feel like with the proper coaching, he really break out. Seriously, he has the athletic and he has the natural athletic ability to truly break out.
Tone, I have to disagree with you only because he's athletic, but athleticism means nothing if you have no experience. And since if he is to break out, I don't think it will be next year.
He does have the least experience because he started because he had.
Well, people break out next year, though.
But I feel that's my
break out next year. Then there's going to be problems because we drafted him in the third.
Right,
he has to break out next year.
He's not
there's no more time to not. He has to break out now. We need these young guys to step up. There's more time for Kayvon Wallace. No more time for Davion Taylor. Take it out now. Sorry about that. My bad.
But it's hard for the young guys to step up when we don't play. Like we're always putting these old guys in front of them. You know what I mean? We're not giving these young guys. Huh? Yeah, we're not
Jeffrey over.
Yeah. Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson. You know, all these old guys. We just Jason Peters.
Yo, listen, just transitioning the conversation to the O-line because I want to talk about the O-line now. You know, Jason Peters, that has been a thorn in our side for the past 2 or 3 years. And, I'll be honest with you guys, I do not want to see him near this.
I made a video saying we should never brought him back. I made that video.
I don't want to see him near the facility. I respect everything he brought to the city. He's one of the best left tackles of all time to ever play the game. But the dude is washed. Jason is the future. There's no way a guy that's 6'8", over 300 pounds, 350, moving the way he moves. Yeah, every time he comes in contact with a guy, he puts their face in the damn dirt. And then when they try to get up, he says, "No, stay your ass down. I need you to stay there."
You found a spot for him. You found a spot for him.
That's your guy going forward.
If I see Milata running towards me, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey man, I'm down, man."
He's a freak.
Yo, it's a business decision. No, I'm not.
So you think Andre Dillard is going to get traded? Because I have a feeling that Seattle's going to go get him.
I want to talk about that.
Hold on. Try to go after him. I don't want to see him in Seattle.
Never liked
I'm not
Andre
putting him in Seattle.
I'm
not. He's in a conference
So Champ, you said, do we think Andre Dillard's going to get traded? What about you, Joey? Do you think Andre's going to get traded?
He could. or he just stays here as depth. One or the other. He's going to get paid regardless.
I don't want my O-line crying because Derek Barnett tearing his ass up. Really? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Derek Barnett making you cry? Get out of here.
If we trade in
bro.
Hey, Infamous, what you think, man?
I know.
How you feel about the O line? Infamous, how you feel about the O line? Hold on, Champ. Hold on, Champ. Hold on 1 second, Champ. Infamous, what you think about the O line?
If we're trading, I think we will trade Dillard. But oh my God, please don't trade. Don't give Russell Wilson an offensive line. What is wrong with you? No, I'm not trying to see
Russell with his crying ass.
Listen, he can cry all he
Russell
wants,
Wilson
but
deal with his crying ass.
listen, he can cry all he wants. You gonna be the one crying when he beat us 30-something to 0.
No, I have no confidence in Andre Dillard.
Right.
No.
I'm trading him out of the conference. I'm trading him out of the conference. I don't want them to try versus him in Super Bowl.
Even when he got some playing time, he was
I mean, I don't
he got beat by a drum. He was crying, and then he got hurt. Get out of here, bro.
No,
get out of here.
I'm saying trade him, just not to Russell Wilson.
I mean, he is a first-round pick. He is Howard Roseman's pick.
We can trade him to the damn Redskins for all I care.
Nikki, what's your opinion on the O-line? How do you see the O-line materializing? Because, we still have guys like Herbig, Jack Driscoll, who I love. You know what I'm saying? We have guys like Jesse Milata, who I love. We still got Brandon Book coming back with that big contract. I don't know what they're going to do with that. We got Lane Johnson coming back. Who knows if Kelsey will retire? Who really knows? We still got Samalu. What's your vision for this O-line? Who do you think is going to have a breakout year on the O-line?
The current O-line, it's obviously some of the older pieces. At least one or two guys got to go because there's been a lot of struggles there with those injuries in play. You got to focus on the younger guys.
I think you got to trade Lane Johnson. He has to go. I mean, his ankle is a problem. I don't know whoever had surgery on it. Repaired ankle.
Lane Johnson has
that will never ever happen.
That will never happen. Another year.
I know it won't happen, but like I said,
Lane Johnson is probably one of my favorite players.
It's certain players.
Like I said,
it's like there are certain players who are just never going to get traded from this team. Like Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey are players like never ever will get traded. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain players that are just like they're so Philly. It's like you like they believe, like it's just impossible. Like they won't ever leave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to give Lane Johnson another year before I be like, I got to get rid of him.
I'll be honest.
We're going to bring Jason Peters back.
Lane Johnson's definitely on the.
Let's be honest though, when Lane is
the way I see it.
When Lane is in and when Lane is healthy, Lane is
the best when he's healthy.
Yeah, Lane's not going down his career right now at all. No. Period.
Yeah, it's just pure health. It's purely health, and his contract is not really one of our worst ones, even though he makes a lot. It's not the most annoying one we have.
Like I'm good with him and Brandon. I'm good.
Can we talk about that?
If I'm getting younger, right? If I'm getting younger, then I would have to I know we don't want to trade Lane Johnson, but if I'm getting younger, then those players are getting up in age. What is it? Lane Johnson's becoming 30 years old. Fletcher Cox is getting older. I mean, if you want to get younger, some of the things that you don't want to do, you have to do. That's only if the Eagles want to get younger. You know what I'm saying? Like if they want to trade Zach Ertz or obviously Carson and they want to start younger, then you got to get younger on the offensive line because
we are young though.
Yeah, we are, dude. We're allowed to have veterans. We can't. We're allowed to have veterans.
Just get young, just to get young. You can't just look at the roster and see somebody 30 years old and be like,
hey,
let's get rid of him because he's 30.
You're gone.
Like, you guys are still.
I'll be honest. Like something. The O line is
trying to say that.
Hold on, champ. Like,
but here's the O line
is one of those things that you have to get that blend between veteran and youth, because you cannot just have all these young guys on the O-line. Y'all would get killed. We would get killed. You can't.
Here's the thing. If I was running this team, everybody would be on a trade block. I don't care who you are. If I can get like for example, I don't care who you are. You could be Miles Sanders. If the price is right, I'm just saying anybody can be on the trade block. Like anybody is right.
Eagles, I'm sorry.
But you shopping the cornerstones of the franchise around. Like these guys are still productive players.
Real quick, can we
But,
talk
like,
about the injury
like,
thing?
let's just think you get real good value. You got to try. I
let's
mean,
transition.
I
we're not
I
getting
don't think
anything more
anybody
than
is.
a third rounder for like
Fellas,
Miles
real
Sanders.
quick, fellas,
We might
real
as well
quick.
keep him.
We're gonna,
Miles
we're gonna,
Sanders was
hold on,
two
hold
first
on,
rounders. Come on.
champ. I'm gonna have to mute you, champ.
He's
Don't
really
make me-
good.
Don't make me mute you, champ. Hold on, champ.
My bad.
So listen. No, you're good, man. So, I think we're gonna do this live for maybe like another 10 minutes. But I do want to, transition into, because Infamous, you said something important. You said something about injuries. I want to key in on that. You said something about injuries, Infamous. I can't remember what you said.
Yeah. So not good.
No, go ahead. What were you about to say about the injuries?
Nah, I was gonna say. I mean, we hired last year like a bunch of people who were one of the healthiest teams. Like I think we hired some of the people in the Rams who were one of the healthiest teams. Again, I've said this before in previous lives, and I'll say it again. I honestly don't think it's I mean, there's no way you replace your medical staff this many years and your team is as injury riddled. I honestly think it's coaching. I think they're letting them play. Like Lane was obviously hurt all year, and honestly, I feel like like with Jason Peters. Jason Peters obviously needed surgery. He's like 30. He's like from the ice age and has a turf toe. He shouldn't have been on the field regardless. So it's like stuff like that. Like when I remember, I don't know if you remember the interview with Doug, when Doug said if Lane wants to play, then he'll play. I feel like they're leaving it up to the players. And honestly, as a football player, I think we all play football. If my leg is amputated, I'm still going to tell my coach, yeah, I'm good, I'm going to play, even though you're not really good. So I really think it came down to the coaching, letting the players play when they're hurt.
Hey,
Real
somebody
quick, I
said
want to
we
respond to this real quick. So
it is. We know he sucks.
real quick, I'm gonna respond to this real quick because Ross Bailey says y'all contradicting. Y'all say injuries, but when it comes to Lane Johnson, he's Philly. Andre Dillard, you don't know who he is yet. Okay, real quick, Lane.
We know who Andre Dillard is.
No, we're too late. We're too late, dude. We're too late into his contract. On top of everything else, his body can't hold for the NFL.
Exactly. So, exactly. To your point, Joey. Like we're at the point in his contract where we don't have time to find out who he is. We don't. Unfortunately, Ross, we just don't. That's the.
And so far, all we've seen is injuries from the guy.
All we've seen is injuries. Hold on, champ. All we've seen from Andre Dillard were his injuries, and then when he did get time at left tackle, he was getting beat. And then also, I don't want to put this on him entirely because they did throw him in that right tackle at one time. They ruined him. They actually ruined him. They ruined his mental, his confidence.
Played right tackle for a little bit, and he was fine. And he was a rugby player.
Put Peterson when Andre Dillard was supposed to be the guy.
But that speaks to mentality, Black Line. That speaks to the toughness, the mentality, the mental toughness, right? And that's why. And that's why. To your point, that's why I would much rather, regardless, we drafted Andre Dillard for left tackle, right? He's not beating Mailata out. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not.
Yeah.
He's just not. Mailata is 6'8", 350.
But here's the thing.
He's not.
Yeah.
I never understood the pick with Andre Dillard. Wanted the guy like Marquise Brown, who we clearly could have had over Andre Dillard. Like I didn't think it was necessary to jump. Like when they made the pick, it was like, all right, yeah, it was good. We need a left tackle, but like we needed other positions, and it goes back to obviously how we trying to be too cute and jump in front of Houston over a player that we're going to be trading because this dude once again missed another pick. That's the only thing Howie Roseman is good at is missing picks. And
I get that because you look back on it now, it didn't work out, but they needed someone on the offensive line at the time. Funny thing, I'd be more upset they didn't get DK Metcalf in the second round. Looking back on it,
Look, the main issue,
or Mac Wilson, who we took a quarterback over. We could have had Mac Wilson, the linebacker from Alabama. We took Thorson, who was a scrub quarterback. We passed up on him. He went to Cleveland. I'm still mad about that because we could have used the linebacker. Like Mac Wilson was there, and how he took a quarterback from what? I don't know where he was from. He went to Dallas on the practice squad.
Well,
I'm hoping.
I could be talking.
Like Joey, go ahead real quick.
I'm hoping there's some optimism just because we have a new coaching staff now, which I really didn't expect a whole rebuild of a coaching staff. I didn't even really see that even happening. So you got guys like, the coaching aspect needs to be fixed. I understand the ownership's a whole different story and that takes over everything. But at the end of the day, like I'm glad that we fixed the coaching, now put the players in the right positions. And so you don't have to lose guys like Rasul Douglas and Sidney Jones that's doing good with the Jags, and especially LJ Fort had a really good preseason with us. Not even 2 weeks with the Ravens. He got a 4-year extension. Not even 2 weeks.
He was a stud.
But
I mean,
that's got to
the fact
stop.
that we let LJ Fort go when he was torn up.
We drafted Donnell.
I don't know how did Nathan Gurley beat out? How?
I feel
he didn't beat out nobody, dude. It's veteran favoritism, bro. That's all it is.
Exactly. And you guys, we're gonna start to close this thing out. I want to just say some final things. First things first. I'm supremely grateful for this energy, you guys. This energy is what I love. I live for this, man. And you guys have been loyal to the soil. And this Eagles team has got us all in shambles. And we and let's be totally honest. Let's just be honest.
I can't wait for Joey Shake's videos when he drops the quarterback. I can't wait for Joey Shake's videos when he drops the quarterback and Joe goes off on Howie. That's gonna be the funniest video ever when he drops Justin Fields with the 6th pick and Howie goes off. It'll be the funniest thing ever.
That would be the worst. That would be the worst, man. But we have so many unknowns at the end of the day. We're still stuck in this Carson Wentz limbo, right? And we have to get out of this. We have so much going on still, but nonetheless, you guys, at the end of the day, we bleed green. We rock out with this deal. We rock out with this team through thick and thin. And regardless of how it goes down, when you really look at it, we're going through a youth movement. And we can come out of this okay. We can. It's scary, but we can come out of this okay. It's a little spooky, but trust me, you guys.
Take my hand.
Walk with me.
Yeah, we just lock arms and shit, yo. Lock arms.
May not be all 1 year, but we got
to be a wild ride.
Definitely, you guys. But on that note,
I can't lock arms with Howie Roseman. I'm sorry.
Howie, just us.
I was done. But you guys, my final words, I want to say thank you to Joey Shakes for locking in for so long. I want to say thank you to Infamous for locking in for so long. Nikki Steves for locking in to being patient, my brother. Thank you so much for putting in your input. My man, the Black Line, for coming in. And Eagles champ. Oh my God, Eagles champ. You guys, you are the star of the night, my brother. And I'm grateful for you guys coming in, man. You guys always bring that hot energy, that hot fire. The fire's in our bellies, man. We got to make it like we all know free agency is nothing happening with us because we're broke. And on top of that, we got to go through the draft. I'm looking forward to everything with the draft, you guys, because we're going to set the world ablaze with this number 6 pick. And whatever happens, you guys, we got to live with it. And we got to rock out until the wheels fall off. So I know you guys, y'all was tuned into the Chalk It Up live stream where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game.
Who's ready for Justin Fields?
No, don't say it, champ. Don't say it. Champ, my wife is killing me, bro. I'm trying to go home. But listen, you guys, y'all was tuned into the Chalk It Up live stream with your boy Tone DeShields II, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Man, one love, flag was fly, and man, thank you guys for locking in. Let's do it again.
You're welcome.
Safe, you guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
The quarterback.
Oh, my God.